Yes, welcome to the Bonnie Ground!
Yes, Dylan McGeouch, what a super hat-trick show!
Hat-trick show.
That is, isn't it?
You know what you get for your hat-trick show? He does something under the table, go.
By the way, hat-trick show and hat-trick show in the third biggest willie in Scottish.
He doesn't like talk about it.
Who's the first two?
Decky Gallagher's up there. Decky Gallagher's got to be up there. But that is the best. I love the tan, very tan. Tell you, the last time he was on it, what a pundit he's going to be as well. It'll be great to see what you're all about to do.
Great to see, great for you to come up, mate. Thanks very much. All the way from Carlisle on the train.
Carlisle, mate, aye. 2 stops, mate, I'm here.
That's some effort for the boys, isn't it?
And you're just getting back to fitness now, so what was up with you?
Done my hammy before Christmas, so I had to go get an op and then just come back. It's about 10 weeks now, so just trying to get that sorted. But I'm back in the grass.
Hughes rubs it every day.
He does, mate, aye.
Big Sparky.
Sparky's at it.
But Sparky been good?
He's good, mate, aye. Obviously, the career and that he's had, do you know what I mean, as a player, as a manager, like, he's got that instant respect right away. But he's only been in a few weeks, to be fair, and he's just trying to suss out the squad and that. But already, like, a few clean sheets, a few wins and that, so doing alright, yeah.
You went down to Carlisle, didn't you?
Aye.
Trial
week. I was there for a week and then didn't get asked back.
Who was the manager? President?
Who was he?
Is it Greg Abbott? Greg
Abbott, yeah.
He used to just carry, like, see when we were doing training that, he used to just carry on.
Who, Greg?
Aye.
He's got
joking that, but it was Danny Cadamadri was there and all.
Doug Yermid.
His favourite player.
But I so didn't get asked back. But what a place! What a club.
When would that have been after Celtic?
Aye, must have been after Celtic. Aye, so I didn't go.
Was Ian Hart then? Remember they had Ian Hart and they had Graham Kavanagh. They had another big name.
Ian Hart,
Peter Murphy, the Queen of South man.
Everybody's played for Carlisle, mate. Every English player's played for Carlisle, honestly.
See, for Scottish guys going down to England, I know it's a perfect stop, isn't it?
There's a few.
Tours and that train.
It's no far.
Talk about Peter Murphy. Did you see his interview after his game?
Came for Big Charlie,
He's absolutely annihilated Charlie, saying
seen it.
dark arts of football, didn't want to play. But it was shocking with Peter Murphy because, fair enough, comment on your own team, having a dig at Charlie's team, and I'm not just saying it because of Charlie, but I think there's something more there to it. You need to watch interview.
Watch interview,
everybody watch it. It's been shocking. So there's a bit of needle now between the two.
And now there'll be a bit of needle with you and Peter Murphy as well.
Well, me and
Called him out, didn't you?
me and Murph played with each other there.
Right.
So we didn't really see eye to eye, so...
that's why you said that.
Do you know what? I've just made that up.
First chance for him.
I made that up. Me and Murphy were actually alright.
Amazing. Right, lads, as you can see, once again, we're in the amazing clubhouse, Glasgow Princess Square. Not only is it the perfect place to come with your mates, enjoy a pint and watch live sport, all viewers will get 20% off your food bill when you quote open goal to staff.
Amazing. And get here Tuesday, Wednesday, last 16, first leg. So make sure this is the place to watch it. Unbelievable, mate.
Class.
And then if you support a certain team, don't come here on Thursday because that could be a long watch. But if you support the other team,
of course I'll be here. I'll be here Thursday for the Rangers Fenerbahce game.
I'll come with you.
Will you?
Aye.
I'll be here Thursday. There you go. So you'll see me here as well. But
Turkish haircut and Turkish kebab, sitting watching that. They'll also be showing the Six Nation rugby this weekend and the Super Sunday Man United versus Arsenal 4:30. Who'd you fancy for that? I mean,
come on,
East Kilbride to beat Man United. He got beat 5-1 weekend, but we beat Man United. You beat home for Man United.
Did you take Zuxi?
No. I wouldn't take any of them.
What is going on with that boy? I thought he was going to be brilliant. I know, is it just the players or shit, Giant?
I think so, mate.
Just the situation in it they're in. It's just like...
it's a mess.
You hear all the off the pitch stuff, like cutting back with staff and all that, and it's just like...
Stop feeding the staff?
Aye.
Madness, mate, isn't it?
Fergie got his money cut down, I know.
Who, Alex Ferguson?
Aye.
Something about
I know, but he's on £1 million a year.
2 million it was.
I seen something about sellotape. I know the sellotape supply at the office staff.
Where do you stand? So they're no what you said, they're no getting the staff lunch. Do you agree with that?
No, they should give them lunch.
Do you think so? But Joe gets lunch.
But all the staff at Celtic Park got Lennoxton got lunch.
Aye, but this is what I'm saying. Should it be a thing? I get the
a lot of teams pay for it, don't they? Like a lot of I know we pay for like you put money towards it. Do you know what I mean? Like monthly, aye, it's like 40-50 quid or something. But you break it down, it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? But
there's the staff at Man United, £100 a day.
But there's boys there on like 300 grand a week and that. Do you know what I mean? It's like taking the food off of staff. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
I know. Surely the boys could all chip in the players to give the staff food.
Yeah.
Nah, what you
Haven't sandwich in it.
Coming in and you pack lunches and that.
Imagine me, Alex Ferguson, sitting in his office having cheese toasted.
Yeah, Alex Ferguson. You met Dan James, didn't you?
Dan James, he was talking about Man United today weekend. Just said it was a tough place to play.
I loved him. He was a crack.
Where did you meet him?
He was at Glen Eagles last night, mate. Bang on. Hey, watch them go.
That's mad.
I genuinely couldn't believe it when he said that.
I met him in an airport before. I never spoke to him, but he was with his missus and that. He's had the head and that down, like with hat and that on. He was keeping quiet, but he seemed like a nice boy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he seemed nice, like just like a normal couple.
Mrs. no bad as well, eh?
Yeah, she's nice,
mate. Like we say, Clubhouse, book yourself a table at the link in the description box, but it was rammed at the weekend again.
Brilliant. What a place. That is some place though, innit?
That is
it really is.
good.
They do a cracking pint, honestly.
Aye, Cruz Campo.
Like, have you cruise campo, mate?
Nah, not for me, mate. I'm not a pint guy, mate.
You know that?
Cider?
Like Jack Daniels or something.
Oh,
the hard stuff, aye.
Jack
So I have a few ciders, like if it's a day, like a during the day hang, I'll have a few ciders and then hit the hard stuff.
Good for you, mate. Anything this week? I know you
I
just.
was going to ask you, so you were at Glen
I was
Eagles.
rough as fuck Saturday night.
Talk to us.
Saturday night I was rough as fuck Sunday morning. 8:30. Guy 2 doors down for me, mate. Zzz, zzz, fucking.
What's he up to?
Shaving?
No, shaving him my fucking mate, fucking hammering zzz, bits of wood in his fucking drive.
Oh, it's that.
8:30 Sunday, mate.
What's his zzz?
Don't know what that noise
Cut the
was.
grass, mate.
Hammering.
What tool's that? It does that. It makes that noise.
Fucking electric toothbrush.
What's that zipping noise, man? I don't in the front gear, did. Brushing his teeth with a dildo in the front
Missing
gear.
brushing their teeth, man. He's having a go at her. Fucking brushing their teeth at 8:30 for. Fucking wanted a long line, you brushing your teeth.
I actually that done my tits.
Right,
and-
talk to us about, you were at Glen Eagles, mate, you weren't obviously, the prices are
It's
extortionate,
mental.
lads.
It is mental though, innit?
Could have burst into tears when they gave us the bill this morning, mate, honestly.
Aye.
Mate, my whole TikTok
It's for
is
standard
Glen Eagles,
things.
mate. Every weekend there's somebody at Glen Eagles every weekend.
That is amazing.
Come with me a day Glen Eagles and that. I'm like, oh, fucking hell, man. Every weekend, mate. Must be doing some sort of deal or something, sure.
Mate, you need to pay to do a shite in your room, didn't you?
Aye, you do,
Fiver for a shite in your
What
room.
was it, what you said you had to pay £300 for?
Well, it's like anything's just a fee, innit?
Everything's money.
She's like, I can't be right, man. And it's like, I said to her one day, go and get a massage, because she said she was, her back nut was killing off the pregnancy. But like, I'm back in the room just sitting waiting on her like a fucking idiot, and I've looked at the spa menu, I was like, that fucking massage, $2 quid. I was trying to phone her, get back up there.
£2 for a
It's
massage?
£2 Right, so my head's already gone, knowing that she's away for that massage, right? I can't stop thinking about it. She's came back, and we'll go and do something today, they've got the axe throwing and all that, so they've rained off this big list. And I'm thinking, that Highland cow thing, that must be for nothing. That's there's no chance they're
Just a
charging for
walk.
that.
Let's just go walk.
Mum, what did that Highland cow visit thing? That'll be funny, in that. So the mum's like, right, mate, well, that's £300. What? And she's like, aye, that's fine.
That's brilliant.
Was it good? I'll take you to pull up park, you fucking
Hold on a
Highland
minute.
cows, man. Was it good? It was alright. £300.
Mate, see on the massage thing, I used a different card to book the room. So when you get there, she says, can we take another card? But I didn't know my PIN for that card that I paid, so I used Steph's card. So they just charge you, like, you know, for everything. They didn't charge you there and then you just get the bill at the end.
Aye.
So we came to get our bill at the end and the massage wasn't on it. So I'm thinking, buzzing, man. I've got to
Oh, nothing there. There's nothing
I was
there.
like, they've no charged us for the massage. I'm buzzing, mate. Hadn't even got out just as I got out the door, mate, I checked my online banking. Massage had came out my bank straight away. £220 quid. Oh, that feeling, man.
But a good place, mate, brilliant place.
It's a nice place. It's a nice place. Do you know my mate told us one Saturday, because he obviously watches this, he's like, see the one about being on holiday? You bump into somebody, they're desperate to find somebody that you know for their area. He actually talked about when your in-laws or your mum and dad go to a fancy place like Glen Eagles, for example. He goes, my ma's the worst for it, mate. See, if she goes to Glen Eagles, she'll phone me, right? She'll go like, guess how much it is for a coffee?
He's spot on.
And he's like, £5, not £8. And she'll go, right, I'll speak to you later. She'll phone us back, we've just got a packet of crisps, guess how much? He's like, just fucking take a picture of the menu and send us it. So
I love that though. I love that.
Do you like that?
I do that all the time, mate. All
Do you?
the time. I love it.
And say
My
how
missus
much?
hates it, mate. She's like, you always talk about the price of money. I'm like, I'll still get it, but I just want to comment on how much that is.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I'll still buy the coffee, but I want to...
We need
it's
to chat
fucking-
how bad
it's
that is
It's
before
£6
I
quid, do you know what I mean? But I'll
Aye.
still get one.
What about when you're on holiday? My mum used to do this all the time. You're on holiday. If she sees something, so say, remember it used to be pesetas?
Yeah.
She'd be like to dad, how much is that in British money?
He's got a phone.
What to work out everything? He's like, I don't know what's the exchange rate just now, fucking. He's like, nah, you get that cheaper at him. I'm like, just fucking buy it, man. You're on your holiday, innit?
Like, see, when you're on holiday, you never book, when it was your family, you never booked a restaurant, did you? So you would walk the strip and look at every restaurant menu, but then you're not, you get to one, you're starving, like, pasta, I'll get that pasta. It's like, it's £2 cheaper, that restaurant than there. She need to walk another 50 yards back for the other one.
I went on holiday with a coach. I coached to America, mate, and he done something that really turned my tits in. He kept calling dollars bucks.
Oh, no.
And see, when he said that, he put on an American accent and go, so that's about $20.
Don't mind that at all, I like it.
And then he would work out, what is that in British money, mate?
That's something you would do.
What it does. Because your mum ever used to haggle for perfume on holiday?
Haggle for everything now.
Haggle everything.
And I'm like,
She'd haggle in Co-op, mate, swear to God. She'd haggle for
It's a set
anything.
price.
Aye. I get pure second-hand
Oh, no.
embarrassment, mate, when that happens as well. I can't, you'd haggle. 100%.
All day, my dad was the best.
Have you got that?
I think he's too much of a shite man to haggle.
My dad would be good.
If the guy said that's double the price, you just give him it just to save yourself any sort of competition, wouldn't you?
Have you got any in this week?
What about you, Dan? Pet peeves in life, mate?
Oh fuck.
Or in football?
Vapes, mate. Vapes. I hate vapes, mate. I hate vapes, honestly. But I
You're
see like
someone
grown
out
adults,
there,
mate, sit in the car and then they're like vaping out the car and stuff.
Is that
I
Mark
hate
Hughes?
it. Nah.
He's a mad vaper, isn't he, Hughes?
No, honestly, I hate it. Like, I hate people with vapes, mate.
We pink tubes
I
as
know,
well,
I
innit?
know, like it's fucking like grown people. Do you know what I mean? Grown guys and that, mate, walking about with wee fucking pink fucking vapes and that. Like, what? Like, you at least have a fag or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever you're doing. But
What about football? And I know you're in football.
a lot of things, mate. But not at the top of my head.
Not at the
I
top
think
of
it's
your
Have you
something.
got any in this week?
Just the standard,
Had fun
obviously.
for me
fucking-
while you're thinking. The abuse I took yesterday, mate. It's
What
like
was it, innit?
experience.
I'll tell you
Like,
what
You
I
never at the
say.
game, weren't you?
Aye, so I wore I was just walking pitch side, so it was like the mid warm up coverage was on the pitch, but then you had to walk towards the side of the pitch and then walk up to the gantry, and every one of them were just streaming down rows to shout
Yeah.
things. I had an overshirt on. One of them
You had a what shirt on?
I had an overshirt, like, but it was like oversized.
Right.
And one of them came to that, what the fuck, you get Slaney's dad's shirt on for your dick? And I was like, oh, no.
Your dad gets it. Fucking
stinking,
stinking,
didn't
didn't he, mate?
What did they
Absolute stinking.
Mate, I was getting it from my missus, my mum. I was like, what the fuck's going on?
What have you done with them?
Fuck off.
Would your dad be raging if he got the abuse my dad gets?
Oh, mate.
Oh, his dad would do his. I'd cause one does, mate.
Smash your place up now. Honestly, it
Mate,
was mad.
somebody came up to you in the tune the other day, mate. I just love when your dad gets it, didn't he?
Mate, somebody actually said that. I love when your dad gets it.
Your
Why
dad come
would
on
you
now?
love
You ever get your dad on?
He wouldn't come on.
Would he not?
Nah,
Mate, the
I
lives
don't
on a
think so.
Wednesday's a tough place for your dad, by the way.
Mate,
Oh,
what
the
about
comments,
he greets everywhere he goes, doesn't he?
Aye, he's just greeting
Greets the John
cows,
Wish in the toilets. Aldi's greeting.
Greeting answers, greeting outside answers.
That's wild, that.
What did the guy say to you in the tune the other day when we were out?
He came up to me and went like, you just need to believe in yourself, man. Gives a cuddle.
But to you?
I hate that, mate. Just the way I'm up. It's not that I don't believe myself, it's just like...
Aye.
You're a man.
Sometimes I'm nervous, sometimes I'm not.
That's quite deep, isn't it? For somebody that's a stranger, isn't it?
This is the most I've been inundated with pet peeves. I don't know if
Good.
it's Thursday because of
Yeah,
that one
it
at
was a
holiday.
cracker.
There's been loads, so I've picked 2 or 3 that are amazing. I think Johnny Brown's wrote those pet peeves 10 out of 10. What about this when you meet a pal when you're with your missus and they're with their missus and he comes up to you and goes, what about the state of you at the weekend?
Oh.
And you're like, she's like, what you said it was quiet?
Oh,
Yeah.
People like that in general, though, mate.
Oh, what about you at the weekend?
Aye.
That's
What
fucking...
about what you done?
no,
So who's a bad one for that?
me?
You like a wee post-mortem?
Oh, do you?
You do, mate.
I can imagine him watching
What-
things, mate, like kidding on he's drunker than he is, but actually he's got, now he knows what he's watching and that, innit? And he's fucking, he knows how many drinks you've had and
That's
that.
a good job.
I'm always bluttered. I can't remember a hang after the night out. It's pretty good.
I'm always bloated. People say, "Have you?" I'm going with I'm going with mum on holiday. You get that? I'm with my dad. I went with dad today.
Oh, calling them, like,
Their dad.
when they're telling you.
They're
I went to
telling
mum.
you. I went with mum.
Yeah, nah, I hate that and all, mate.
So
I hate that.
I thought you had
I hate
never
that, mate.
experienced
No, I
Aye,
don't know what's
I've-
happening there, no.
I've
my
heard that
missus does
before.
it. I'm just with mum just now. Right.
It's my mum.
But
Do
no,
you know what I
you were
mean?
saying mama, man.
Aye, you just say my mum,
My
or my
mum,
ma, whatever.
And then I've lost the other 2 here. I must have deleted them when I was steaming. But what I have got a
What about you
picture
when you were
is...
steaming?
And Wonderbar, fucking hell.
Oh, that's all. Seen your Wonder Bar. See when it starts, seen your Wonder Bar last night. You're like, hands are sweating. Man. You open this and need a rest. What about? Never realised how much Joe Savage actually loved Andy.
Mate, I was going to mention that earlier. We talked about you getting pelters. I was like, on my Twitter.
Joe
mate.
Savage, mate.
On my Twitter.
Let's get on the camera.
Joe Savage, man.
Where's he even get that tap for? Did he still sell them?
Mate, he stood next to our warm-up when the stadium was empty and sang
never.
my name for 20 minutes, mate.
You must get
Honestly.
so embarrassed
I
as
was
well.
like,
Like,
what the fuck?
Mate, what a weekend you had, mate. Seriously, what a weekend.
Incredible,
Sky
you're fired.
debut, that's go on, Andy.
It was a good weekend, to be fair. But aye, no, it was good.
Was it good on Sky, mate? Aye, you enjoy it?
Sky, I really
you
enjoyed
nervous?
it, to be fair.
is it
Do you know
different?
what, mate? Actually, wasn't it, to be fair? I don't know why, but nah, wasn't it? It was some experience actually gone there as well for the game. No being a part of the game, you've got the pre-game nerves or whatever it may be. And the atmosphere
You
was.
standing on the pitch?
And that's it.
No.
In the warm-up, no.
Well,
you were,
aye,
aye.
was, aye.
That's the first time I've heard Sunshine on Leith.
Is it?
Aye, first
Oh,
time.
the cup final you were in the dressing room.
And see, to be fair,
I've waited for fucking 8 years for that.
and see, to be fair, very good. It was very good.
That's sensational, Sunshine.
That was amazing.
Aye, it was really good.
That is good, to be fair. Really
Got
good.
one last pet peeve, and it was only
Good.
because I remembered Rob Douglas kicking the ball.
Oh, mate, that's one of the best we've had, mate.
If you watched that back, that bit he done
No, but I was
The knee slides
for that.
But he used to remember his goal kicks. But do you know what else he used to do? Do you ever remember this? Do you remember what he used to do when Celtic were on the attack?
No.
Say Celtic were captain somebody's half for like 5-6 minutes. Big man, mate, he'd run across his box, right? He'd run for 18-18 and then he would stand and he would go like this. Oh, mate, I do know that. I do know that.
That's the other one he does in the goal kicks.
You used to do that, is it? You used to stand and watch him doing that.
I've seen one of the arm machine, mate. I've seen it.
What the fuck?
Mate, what, did your shoulders get cold? Was he warming up his shoulders?
Fit you on, fit you off.
That's mental.
Honestly, mate. He used to piss us.
Now you've said that, I fucking remember that when I was younger. Even as a ball boy, that when I was young, mate, he used to do that all the time, mate. And he's fucking like 6'7" and all that, mate. He's huge.
Have you ever noticed Maeda's warm up?
No, but somebody was
Seen
saying that.
stretching.
You need to notice Maeda's.
It's a stretching thing I've seen
watch
before
it,
the game, but
aye.
I've not seen him in the
But
warm-up.
he'll do like full doggy sprints.
Sprinting?
He goes full doggy, mate.
Doggy.
That's just like doggy. Bang his ass.
I'm convinced if he played the game on a Saturday at 3 o'clock, he could play a game on a Sunday at 3 o'clock. I'm convinced, mate.
Mate, I love him.
Going full doggy.
Mate, I tell the boys down there about him, I'm like, please watch some of the games. I went, honestly, I've never seen it like
No,
it.
I don't know.
No,
And then you see like the Bayern lads and that come out like supposedly like after the game and that saying like he was a
We're
handful.
looking at his suppose we're looking at his stats in the dressing room. Had his stats up in the
Bayern's did that.
Incredible.
I think he'll go top team somewhere.
I think somebody will be away. I said that on Thursday. I think all these top teams will be coming from
Before, innit, like he still had the same work rate and that, but you thought like his quality a wee bit let him down, but obviously now he's fucking batting goals in, innit? It's like you can't argue with the numbers.
Do you know, obviously he done well when he was in the wing as well, but do you know think he's made for a striker?
He's a striker all day, mate.
Up front.
Especially with Celtic played, do you know what I mean? Like the fucking just control the game through the middle, do you know what I mean? Like
We'll get to, but his goal at the weekend's a joke.
so good,
Touch is
mate.
brilliant.
Oh, his touch is incredible, mate. Great. Just quickly, I wanted to ask about Mark Hughes, obviously, but also since you've last been on, you played under Big Dunk.
Oh yeah, so
What a legend.
Aye,
How is he?
Aye, he's class to be fair. He's
Is he?
class. Aye, he's intimidating, man. He is.
And what sort of way? What sort
Like
of things
just
does he do?
him as a person, like he's no lost his accent. Obviously, he's been down south for how long? Do you know what I mean? But he's proper like Scottish accent, mate. Like, and all the boys down there, do you know what I mean? Like boys for London and stuff like that. But he's all right, wee man. And all that.
Somebody says he's shaking, Piers looks right in your eye.
Like he's huge. Do you know what I mean? He's massive. Mate.
Coach, mate.
Aye. He coached to be fit, mate. His training that was good. Like he obviously, I think he was working with Everton like youth team and that. So like, he's got good drills and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But like, when he switches it on, mate, before games and that, man, he's fucking like he looks into your eyes, mate. See like team talks and that. He'll say stuff and that. And I think one of his first games, we had a team meeting in the hotel, and he's like, "We're providers as men. We're providers." And that. We didn't even talk about football, mate. Just talk about like men providing for their families and that. That's what we're here for. We're providers and that. And he's like, "Are you with me?" And now like managers say like a question, they don't really expect an answer. Do you know what I mean? It's like, "Are we up for it today, lads?" Do you know what I mean? "Are we up for it today, lads?" Do you know what I mean? Like one of them ones, and nobody really says it. And he's like, "Are you with me?" And everybody's just like kind of nodding that. And he's like, "Well then, are you with me?" Like, and he's like looking, and everybody's like, "Aye."
By the way, his first interview at Forest Green with the vegan chairman's the greatest.
mate.
It could be one of the
Mate,
greatest.
it's amazing,
man.
The world cheering up, man.
We all need to do our part. We all need to do our part.
Imagine Big Dunk sitting with the vegan hummus. The fuck's that?
Mate, the guy who owns Forest is obviously he's like kind of a different character. Do you know what I mean? Like the guy Dale Vince. Have you seen him on like online and stuff? Like he wears like hand warmers and paints his nails and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So like for that to Big Dunk, mate, standing there talking about like the planet heating up, and that was fucking hilarious.
Did you ever see Big Dunk losing it?
Nah, he came in when we were like struggling. Do you know what I mean? And I think he tried to obviously do his best, but you could see the writing was a wall. Do you know what I mean? We were kind of like already kind of done. Do you know what I mean? So he never really lost the head massively, but I wouldn't like to be there, mate, if he did kick it off, man.
I do think no matter who plays for Big Dunk, they'll never tell a story about him going off because they're scared in case he'll.
Oh yeah.
You're getting a phone call, and
He comes for them.
100%.
He told us about the story, obviously the famous one when he went home and there was like people trying to rob his house and that, didn't he? Aye. He spoke about that to me before. Aye, he told me about that.
What actually happened there?
He leathered him.
So basically,
didn't he?
everybody's probably heard that a million times, but he had an FA Cup game. It was like a night game, and he went home. So they obviously thought he was going to be out late, staying overnight or something. So he came home and he was sleeping on the couch. He was like, I didn't go upstairs, I just slept on the couch. He's like, so I'm lying in my boxers. He said I was just lying in my boxers, sleeping on the couch, and he heard a noise. So he's jumped up and he sees two guys obviously in the house. So long story short, mate, he's layered the two of them and phoned the ambulance.
You had to phone an ambulance for him?
Aye.
I swear.
you imagine big robbing his house, but big dunk jumps up with his boxes on, mate.
And he's like, the thing that really got me is I thought I was one of the lads, Like, I thought I was one of the lads. That was his thing he was raging about.
He was, I know, he is.
Have you seen his headbutt on when he was a player at Rangers? When he headbutted the boy?
John McGinn.
aye.
That's Tom Dale's best mate, he headbutted.
Is it?
Did you know, is that not the one he got to jail for?
Got the jail thing,
He was the first player ever to get to jail, wasn't he?
That's right.
For a on-pitch incident.
Did he join in at Forest?
Nah,
Never?
not really, nah. He just kind of did it aside. He brought his boy in, to be fair. Cameron.
Takes his boy everywhere.
Aye. Cause I seen him, he was up at Inverness, he signed with Inverness. But yeah, he was a good guy, to be fair.
Sparky joining?
Nah, I've not seen
Never?
him going in. Nah, I've not seen him.
Sparky Hughes.
I know.
What a guy.
He must be old now, no?
He's in his 60s, aye. He's in his 60s.
Still in good nick, isn't he?
Yeah,
Sparky,
he was solid, mate. He wears like a match day, he had like this turtleneck on, mate, and he took his jacket off. And like, I was standing kind of behind him and he was doing a team talk to the lads. Mate, he's fucking, see his back, mate, like his lats and stuff, mate. Like solid, mate. For like 60 odd, but solid, honestly, solid, some shape.
See, was some
Aye,
player.
some
You
shape.
remember him? You're a bit younger. Do you remember Mark Hughes?
I just remember highlights and that.
Aye,
I
I'm
don't
the same.
remember
I love
playing.
Animal, mate.
I loved his Blackburn team. In the Prem, do you remember? What a team, they beat Man U, I'm sure, was it, who scored a hat-trick again? Can't remember, but what a team.
Bentley.
Blackburn team.
David
Bentley,
Bentley.
that's it, mate. Brilliant team.
See me here like Roy Keane and Gary Neville and that talk about them, they talk proper highly.
They
as a
love him,
player,
mate.
didn't they?
They love him.
Mark Hughes, a top player, mate.
I think Ferguson that loved him as well.
Went to
didn't he?
Barcelona, didn't he?
Did he?
Played with Barca, mate.
I didn't know that.
Ask him about that, mate. Him and Lineker up front, I'm sure it was.
Was it?
That's right.
Now he's managing you fucking clowns. Doing well, innit? Right, lads. We are going to Ali Pally, Paul.
Wow. Mate, this is the most excited. I know I do say it forever for everything, but this is the most excited I've been in open goal history.
Class.
The fact that we started, mate, at the tennis show, members only about 50 people, and now we're going to do it at Ali Pally. I mean, look like there's just created history at Ali Pally. The Queen's played there before.
Wow.
And
And what's the thing about Freddie Mercury? He died the day you were born.
Aye, so it's almost as if it's
One
keeping
showman
together.
out, one showman in.
Aye, it's incredible. The fact that
Do you think you were maybe Freddie Mercury in your past life?
do you believe all that stuff?
Maybe.
I do. You never know.
It's a good show.
But
Gaze a
I'm
wee Queen,
going-
gaze us.
No, but I'm going to be electric down there. I'm going to come up there. I'm going to plan a costume like
yeah?
how to come out. And obviously the meatballs are as well, so that'll be
Do you
tasty.
think you'll get a taxi up the road as soon as it's done?
Walk it, run it up the road like he usually does.
I always do that, mate. After a show, just go straight home.
He always brings a
that, doesn't
school
he?
bag. He brings a school bag to every show, mate. It looks so creepy, man.
And then just fuck off.
I remember we went to the live shows and we ended up Sanctuary, wasn't it? I think we had the after
that's
show in
right.
Sanctuary.
Was
and
that
that,
Hydro?
and then, I think you were like, oh, go in Sanctuary, blah, blah. You they didn't turn up, did you?
I know.
You went home?
Live shows straight away. I don't know what it is. We've spoken about it before though, innit? But this is going to be amazing.
It will be 29th of March at the Ali Pally. If you're an open goal fan down south, don't often get opportunity to see us live. Make sure you get yourself there. Unbelievable night. Can't wait. There's going to be a big announcement soon as well. But
Tell you what, it's a big
You see the
deal, no?
meatballs go?
I guess announcement. Jamie O'Hara. We are going to terrorise
We
him.
talked about McGinn there, I was like, John
Get him there, mate, to watch it. It'd be great to see him
Get
again.
McGinn.
But it's going to be me and O'Hara's obviously a slight differences there, so it'll be very tasty on the stage.
maybe
that's
get
for sure.
a wee boxing match or something, no?
So
You've
that's what I
called
think.
him out before, haven't you?
Aye, I've called him
You
out.
get a wee couple of rounds, can't you? Like a wee kind
Definitely.
of...
I think that'll lead to it. I think it'll be a celebrity
Right.
boxing, no celebrity, but I mean,
Oh,
it'll
wrestling
be
or
a
something?
celebrity boxing match or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It'll come for this show, but it'll come for that. I'm not a celebrity, but
What weight category would he be?
He's
Meatball.
what's the one below?
Meatball weight, just meatball weight.
Meatball weight. Naked wrestling? No, you get naked wrestling in you. You'd love that, wouldn't you? First one I get each other's pants off. So I go take them off.
There is genuine beef as well, isn't there?
Aye,
Last time we met him, you were...
So see the last show was it the last podcast we done? Mate, I stormed out during the show.
Greeting.
Aye, my lip started trembling. But we were going for each other during the show. I can't remember, what was that era again? It was something to do with, I think it was Ollie Watkins, it was something to do with two strikers.
That's
He
right.
started being a wee bit, what he gets when I catch him out, mate, because my knowledge is too good for when I catch him out, he then starts going personal with the way I look and all that, and then I just had no way, he's
How can
getting
he
it.
send it the way somebody looks? Right, the link to get your tickets is in the description box below.
I miss you, mate, honestly. That
know, it's been a
He's
while,
too
isn't it?
tight.
How long was that?
a while,
Like
innit?
10, 12 years ago
Aye.
when we shared that dressing room.
Some time, man.
What a team, mate. And actually,
What a team? What team?
for us to go for there but and then make our debut, it's
There's
amazing.
a few boys though, like,
Oh.
played in that team, weren't there? It's
Cal?
like Cal
Jackson?
plays, Jackson Irvine, Marcus Fraser and all that. Do you
See,
know what I mean?
Jackson, mate, did you think he was actually going to go and do what he's done when you first seen him?
Nah, I don't
Nah,
think
no
so.
chance.
Nah, I don't think so. But then you'd say the same with Cal as well.
Really? Yeah.
Cal was class, mate. Cal, like, good player, mate, like, very tidy in the ball. Is that the player he is now? But to go say, like, he was going, nah, like, he's always a go for it massively. So he played, like, kind of off the wing or like as a 10. But now he's, like, sitting, do you know what I mean, dictating that.
So
But
were you ahead of Cal at that time?
probably,
Aye,
wasn't
you
I?
were,
Like,
aye.
I think because I get brought in, do you know what I mean? Like from like a Rangers across, so it was almost like Lenny had me kind of running about the first team a bit quicker than he did, do you know what I mean? But he come up and train and like, obviously you can tell he's a good player, but to say that he was going to go and like be the captain the way he is now, do you know what I mean? And won the things he's won, mate, it's fucking brilliant, man. Brilliant.
Did he speak like that in the dressing room back there as this?
No
quiet, mate.
Was he quiet?
Yes, he was quiet.
I used to share a room with him with Scotland.
Did
So
you?
I did, I used to share a room with
Was he
Scotland,
quiet then
mate.
as well?
I'm thinking about something else.
What, you
Nah.
You've had the threesome, haven't you?
Who was the manager back then in Scotland? Was it Big Egg?
It's talk,
No, it was youth
talk
team.
about people
Youth team.
telling you how to do something or having to come back to threesome. No, that's not what you're doing.
You're not doing it right,
Come on, eh?
You're up to a tempo she can't live with.
See, I didn't think he had that in him. But obviously he worked under Bruni for a long time, do you know what I mean? And Bruni was very like that, do you know what I mean? Like standards and demands and stuff like that. So obviously he's picked it up, do you know what I mean? And it worked.
What a player he's been for Celtic.
Oh, incredible.
Absolutely
How much
incredible.
Scott Brown, Slaney?
I seen this the other day on Twitter.
McGregor for me.
Put you right under the spot by
You love Bruni and all, don't you?
Great guy. It's just it's a stupid question. It really is.
Great question.
It's a hard, I know it's a hard one, but
What do you
can
think?
answer me.
I don't know, like Bruni had a different. I feel like this Celtic team now is like fucking a different level from Celtic's teams before. Do you know what I mean? Like when Bruni and that was it.
Aye.
But the way they play and control, like even got to Bayern and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like that performance, do you know what I mean? I don't think Celtic had that in them.
I'll go Cal.
Think so?
Aye, I'll go Cal.
I think when Cal finishes at Celtic, he'll have more like trophies and stuff like that. He'll probably done a bit more.
What are we playing against?
I get kind of similar to what Dylan was saying. I think Scott Brown for the previous regimes and the way they played, but Cal McGregor on this team, I think I found him harder to play against, especially being an Ange team and a Brendan Rodgers team.
So good. Right, Andy, what a performance. I said on the Coombs show, mate.
Yeah,
No blowing smoke up your ass. Came to watch you against Dundee. You and the team in the first half were outstanding. I've been to watch you 6 or 7 times under the old manager. What a difference, mate. Controlling games on the
Soccer,
ball.
wasn't
Is
it?
that
Proper
genuinely
soccer,
what you said Thursday, mate? Wasn't it? It's exactly what he said, the way he's off the ball and on the ball. And Dale was saying to me you were untouchable in the first half.
Wednesday against Dundee were really good first half. Second half dropped off a wee bit, to be fair, but again probably still comfortable, weren't we?
These were good defensively, mate.
And I think that was kind of similar to Saturday, mate. I think everybody would have been surprised at how we played, mate. Honestly, I thought we were excellent. It was arguably our best 45-minute performance of the season because,
Sorry, man.
again, you know what it's like. Like you all have your own opinions as how you should play or how you shouldn't play. And I see the game a certain way, but when the manager's talking on Friday about, listen, we're going after them, high press, we're building it for the back. I'm even thinking like
Risky.
Like,
yeah, risky.
I should go one way or the other. Like, Rangers, Ibrox going to be bouncing. Barry Ferguson's obviously first game at Ibrox. They've just came back for 2-0 down at Rugby Park, so you just always feel like you need to start well in the
But
games.
this is your Scottish mentality where we think that's risky. What's risky about it?
What gives you the best chance of winning that game?
best chance of winning a game.
The only way I would say it's as if Rangers score early with the way it could have went with the atmosphere.
Aye.
But mate, honestly,
yeah.
for the first whistle, mate, like we were unbelievable.
Did they struggle with Andy? Aye.
I think they were a bit shocked in how we approached
we
it, and all,
went,
mate, because they were taking touches at the back as we were pressing them, and we just kept taking the ball off them. And then they've probably no set up for us playing it for the back, so they've not really got a press on. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're just building up in a 4-4-2. We've got an overload in the middle of the pitch, and we're just playing through the lines, mate.
See, this is where surely Rangers were at the Dundee game, or they got footage of the Dundee game, and
you watch your previous manager's team,
Of course you would, mate, and go, they're obviously going to play a wee bit.
They might have done that. Do you know what I mean? They might have done that, but like, I think for you going there and playing that way, the confidence. You know what it's like when you go to Parkhead, Ibrox, mate. You get 5 passes, mate. You're like, fucking hell, man, buzzing here. You're the halfway line. You're
It's like
thinking,
you're saying
here we go.
We're actually getting the feel in the game, like, what the fuck?
So after about 5 minutes of you're popping it, you're fighting fucking, and things come off. Do you know what I mean? When you're confident and fucking boys are doing runs that they would usually just kind of more like, oh, if we get the ball over here. Now they're fucking getting forward. Do you know what I mean?
What like I never quite noticed it within the game, but the manager was kind of talking about it today. What he loved is he showed a couple of clips the day of us playing it for goal kicks and getting it away unopposed, and he was like, I actually love it because look at the next 3.
He's still done
and the next 3 were still doing the same things and playing through. So we've actually gave it away a couple of times in right bad areas, by the way, like the edge of the box. but they've not had a chance for it and we've still done it. So it's not as if we've then shat ourselves. Do you know what I mean?
Because it's not like obviously just showing all the good stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's showing the bad stuff and saying, listen,
I'll take responsibility.
It's on me.
Of course.
I mean, so you just keep doing it. And
will you be wanting to say like how he tweaked it as well? This is brilliant. I love managers that can see in-game things.
So we obviously play the box. Like your Hibs team played the box, didn't you? And
well, we do that.
See me play against the box. It's hard, isn't it?
Before Mark Hughes done the box.
But Rangers, Diamande and Raskin just kind of went up against us two, like the 260s with me and Kai. So after 15 minutes, he changed it to the diamond and flipped it. And you could see straight away, they were like, don't know whether to go or stay. And we ended up getting like kind of loads of space to get turned and play forward. And it was just that kind of wee change within the first 15 minutes that I thought after that we were even better for the last 30 of the first half.
Tell you what, I know Lennon Miller gets a lot of praise, but the boy Slater is some player.
Good mate.
Brilliant.
Slater was excellent at the weekend.
I love him.
Good mate.
And he's starting to get fitter, isn't he?
Good balance to the team. Obviously, like Lennon and stuff like that, and yourself, like experience, everything, and you obviously you've got a few young boys coming through.
And we've kind of spoken about it throughout the full season, but we've mentioned at times like missing the likes of Slattery and McGinn's and AP was the top goal scorer. This is boys that you've missed throughout the season, do you know what I mean? So that has affected a wee bit how you've kind of wanted to play, because he's the best 10 we've got, that's for sure, in terms of guys that will just want the ball in the pocket, get turned, play forward. But to see the second goal as well, the second goal's one of the exact patterns I played we worked on Friday.
Brilliant.
Like if we try to steal the ball off our Rangers and a high press at one side, and I immediately switch it quickly to then attack the opposite wing back.
Why the fuck is Hefty so narrow, mate? I understand when the ball's on the opposite side you need to be, but as soon as the ball comes centrally, mate, you need to bring yourself towards it.
It's coming, you're going, aren't you? You're threatening that. He doesn't. I don't think he sees it.
I was going to say, he
doesn't see it because he's kind of like square. And then the pass goes and the boy's on the same line with him. As soon as he takes a touch, he's in it.
Because he narrows up. Yeah. But because he doesn't check his shoulder, he actually then goes to step out to press Slats. When Slats has just got a simple ball to slide Tom in, then Tom ends up 1-on-1.
Were you surprised? Obviously, you were brilliant, Andy, but were you surprised how poor Rangers were?
I was, mate, to be honest. Because like I say, you knew it was going to be rocking. Obviously, Barry Ferguson's a hero at Rangers. He's coming back. It's his first game after Wednesday when he came back for 2-0 down. And I'm probably the one that's kind of similar to everyone else and says, come on, I don't think they come back for 2-0 down at Rugby Park. So you then think he's got a tune already. These players, he's got a reaction. But you're expecting them to start fast, and then we started fast. Like, we were the ones that were in this. We got a corner after 15 seconds. And then it was again, I don't think they reacted to it at all. Yeah. And then obviously ends up making 3 subs at half time, which kind of tells its own story, innit? It feels as if he had to change quite a lot.
He's came out everything saying there's like there's no passion for it. I think that is worrying if you're looking at your team and there is no passion. But do you not think with Rangers, if you're manager there, you've just got to get in the training pitch and have a proper style with them? Can you see like a lack of passion?
I don't think it's a lack of passion. I still think they've got a lack of identity, mate, don't they?
Because they're passionate all night, so you can't lose it.
But your new manager coming in, do you know what I mean, gives you like, shows you can watch one game and say that's their style, that's how they play, 1,000,000%. Do you know what I mean? Like people, you might tweak it here and there, but it's like this is how they play. You don't see, like I think most Rangers fans will tell you, they don't see anything like that. Do you know what I mean?
So what did Rangers do against Motherwell? Did they go long? Did they play it?
They did put the direct one a few times. You felt it was like if Proper had the ball, Cherny would try and make that kind of inside run to dart in behind. They would play it over the top. But other than that, again, it was kind of like Hadji and Cherny try to come in narrow and
always come at the ball.
But again, mate, like they've got Yilmaz, who's a left-footed right back, coming inside the pitch all the time. They've got Cherny as a left-footed right winger coming inside the pitch all the time. So
you've got numbers in there.
You've got numbers in there, so it was quite compact in the middle of the pitch, which kind of suited us. Which again made it easier for us to press because everybody was kind of in the middle of the pitch. And then again, don't get me wrong, they were better in the second half, but for me, we kind of allowed that because we were 2-0 up and we've then
they've made 3 subs. It's natural, isn't it, that they're going to like get in the game.
And I don't even think.
And their goals a mistake as well for Cassie.
They've not broke us down in the second half either way and created loads of chances. So for me, that was your best performance of the season.
The first goal is comical, isn't it?
What's Butland doing, mate?
What's Proper then, mate? What's Proper when Butler knows about the distance, mate? He's walking up the pitch.
Proper keeps on side with the way I'm seeing people analyse that first goal. I think that's criminal, mate.
I couldn't believe what I'm watching.
What does he do?
He's walking. Butler wrote everyone's sprinting for it, and he's walking up the pitch, mate.
That's what keeps him on side.
Keeps him on side.
I thought it was a free kick. I thought they were looking for a free kick on Butland when I seen it back. Armstrong, but obviously it was the offside.
But see, even when it gets to Casey, right, you're thinking it's Dan Casey, like, force him on his left foot. No. Proper just lets him come back in on his right foot and get a shot.
He's been so poor, Proper, isn't he? I know the young boy gets took after the other night, but he's been so poor, that guy.
He hates physicality, doesn't he?
But mate, what has happened to Butland? Like, that goal, mate, it's mad.
That's shocking.
That's never a mistake a goal of his calibre should make. Because that's like, I mean, Dan was joking about it, it's Pirro down the middle of the goal, mate. There's no pace.
He was our best player, wasn't he, last year? Like,
by a country mile last year. Our best
the England manager came to watch him. Did you know one of the games? Southgate came to watch him, didn't he? I think it was Old Firm.
I think it was. I think it was.
Old Firm game. I remember.
Where did Rangers go for here? Does it just need to go on the training pitch and they need to work on this is how we are playing and that is what they're going to need. It looks like, as you said, they don't look like they've got a style at all. Or they need to go on the training pitch and that's the only way they can go forward.
Well, you're right to say, like, so I think Barry Ferguson before the game had 3 training sessions on the pitch. Our manager had 5, do you know what I mean? So it's not as if he had, it's not as if he's had a month or whatever to get something. But what I did hear was Fergie saying that after the Kilmarnock game, it was a recovery for the starters. I told you, didn't I? After our first game, he made everyone train. The starting 11 for the game before trained because he was like, we're just in. You need to learn how we're going to play. We're only going to walk through it. It's not going to be, you're not going to get through the paces or whatever, but you're on the grass, you need to see it. So he's kind of stopped the recovery, so you obviously got the game plan right going into the game.
So did you see a difference in Rangers under Ferguson in terms of Clement before?
Again, off of that one game, no, but like I says, we were really good, Rangers were really poor. So I never really seen any difference in terms of style or whatnot. But I do think in time there will be change. I think whatever they'll do,
have they got the
Fergie and the rest of the boys.
Change it, like,
but maybe no in terms of quality, but I do think they will bring a style. They'll bring an identity of some sort. I actually missed the Kelly game. I only seen the highlights, so I couldn't even tell you if that was a big difference. I heard the first 30 minutes of that was
they could have been about 4 down. They got the first half, they could have been about 4.
So see, when you've had him, haven't you? Both of you have had Ferguson.
I've not.
And you've had him as well. What was his style at Blackpool, Clyde? Can you remember? Was it about playing it for the back, or was it getting it forward quickly?
I don't think then it was.
You wasn't paying attention.
Probably was. No, I don't think there was. But back then, I don't think his training was really good as it was really high intensity. But I can never really remember he's probably changed as he's went on. But I think back then, no, there wasn't. He didn't really work on we're going to play for the back or we're going to go direct. I think he just has brought in more experienced players for them to sort of make it up but it's what they would make the decisions on the pitch.
Yeah. What did Wimmer say after the game?
Not much, to be fair.
Was he quite chilled?
He was quite chilled. He just said, well done. He did say, like, if you want a couple of beers on the bus, get a couple of beers.
Get the boys on side.
So that was kind of
I seen he put a picture of you and him up, didn't he, on Instagram?
Oh, I've been getting caned for that.
The boys are, I seen it right away. I was like, wow.
Obviously you were captain. How did that come about? When did you get told us?
I never knew. He just walked into the change room. The armband was on my peg, so he never said it, which I like as well. You know what I mean? He's not making a big deal of it. It's just captain for the day. It's not a big song and dance if he's saying it in the meeting or whatnot. So
class that.
He just turned up.
Mate, this guy sounds like a hero, doesn't he?
I know. It's good though, isn't it? Like Scottish football, like looking outside.
100%, mate. I like that point.
The little bubble, do you know what I mean? Like people just kind of rinse and repeat, do you know what I mean? Managers and stuff. It's good to go and get somebody you think, no, that's my style, that's how I want my club to play, and they'll go do it.
Well, he's obviously Valacari's done the same with St Johnstone. He's came with a proper identity and he's sticking with it. Like St Johnstone have lost so many games, but could have been easy for him to start kicking the ball up the pitch. But I actually think he's getting the rewards for it now, with sticking with his philosophy. Definitely. I think St Johnstone end up staying up. But 100%, see more coaches that come with an identity that want to make the game better. I'm all for it.
I think that's the way, like, you obviously see it yourselves, do you know what I mean? Like coaching and stuff like that. Like football's went that way from when we kind of, like, when I broke through. Do you know what I mean? Like massively, like I think like Celtic and stuff, like Lenny was class, like amazing, got the best out of his players, but I think like the coaches you've had in the last 5-6 years, it's night and day, like the actual coaching on the grass, do you know what I mean? Lenny just put on drills, like games and stuff like that, and it was more like demands on like man for mans and stuff, all that 9v9s and gate games and but now it's like walkthroughs and patterns of play and like a style, all this kind of stuff. Style and game models wasn't even really a thing, was it really?
It's mad as well how like certain managers or certain game plans or tactics or styles or whatever can change your opinion on something because I've said it forever. I hate a 3 at the back. I hate a 3 at the back. I hate a 5 at the back.
Midfielders, that's a nightmare.
Yes, a joke. The numbers you've got in the back to play through and the outside centre half stepping through and the way we pressed and whatnot, so it can like...
If there's a reason for it, you know what I mean? Like sometimes it's like, well, we're doing this because this is the way we want to play wing backs or whatever, do you know what I mean? Like,
well, I've said before, like, see, controlling a game, it makes it so much easier. See, when you've got a manager and a coach that wants to control the game, how much easier the game is for you, the better chance it gives you at winning games.
Not even just easier, say how much more
enjoyable.
Exactly. How much more enjoyable football is when you're, like you say, you're getting a period of control. Because let's face it as well, we've all been there. See, when you go to a Celtic or a Rangers and you've not get any of the ball, it's the longest 90 minutes in the world, mate.
Worst ever.
Again, nothing against Stuart Kettlewell, because I think he's done a great job in Motherwell, but for me seeing the difference from watching you then to now, it was like night and day, mate, honestly. So much more enjoyable to watch as well, not just for used to playing, but as a fan to watch that, mate.
Yeah.
so much more enjoyable when a team's actually got an identity and you can see what they're trying to do.
Well, I think it was after, like, out of possession. Really good, but on the ball wasn't as attractive maybe as this boy's been.
Like I said, I got along with Stuart Kettlewell well as well, and I thought we played really good football last year. And again, I do think personnel being injured this year kind of affected that a wee bit. But like you says, obviously, there's definitely been more an emphasis since the new manager came in about playing through the thirds, and obviously seen it over the last couple of games. You know,
Kettlewell saying that to his pals, that never had Slattery for fucking ages, man. I don't want that.
Fucking typical.
Fucking soon as Ali's back, was that one?
do you agree, because you're Hibs team, do you agree more teams need to get after Old Firm when they go there? Instead of maybe sitting in that low block and wanting to...
You've done it, didn't you?
I just like, to be fair, yeah, we did, to be fair, but like...
Did you just not have an unbelievable record against Celtic as well?
We had like a season or two with Hibs, mate, where it was like, we're at each other, do you know what I mean?
The games are
great. We won a few at Easter Road. Obviously there was a few tight ones at Parkhead, but there was a few draws, and I think we had them in the cup as well, that semi-final. They beat us, I think they scored like 2 kind of later into the game, 4-2 or something like that, but they were all like enjoyable games, do you know what I mean? But we had a good team, do you know what I mean? I think like, obviously Hughes going to Ibrox and Rangers on the Rangers, like we all know, do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's easy to get after them, do you know what I mean? It's like when you're playing Celtic and stuff like that, where they're flying, do you know what I mean? It's like, do you go high press them with the way they're playing? And, do you know what I mean? And it's like fucking, so it's all circumstantial, I think, like kind of where they are, do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, where they are as a
like,
team.
Because if you go high press Celtic, then they play around you and you're 1 or 2 down, do you know what I mean? At Parkhead, and you're thinking, fucking hell, but like, if you sit off and then play when you've got the ball and stuff, it might help you grow into the game.
What about Rangers? Do you fear for them against Fenerbahce over 2 legs?
Oh God, aye.
I fear for their confidence, mate, to be honest with you. I think that is the big thing, because again, they've been excellent in Europe for such a long period of time, and they've surprised us so many times with results they've got. Even the performance where they lost against Man United, and I get it, Man U are poor as well.
They were excellent.
They had that injuries, the back four. I just think confidence going into the game at Thursday. And that'll be a tough atmosphere to play in as well.
Yeah.
So
3 defeats in a row at home for Rangers.
And
the cup game v Queen's Park's destroyed them in it. I didn't see that coming at all.
And again, mate, it's like the Queen's Park game, right? But it's St Mirren and Motherwell where you've deserved to lose. You've no battered them for 90 minutes and they've stole a set piece or whatnot.
Yeah.
You've actually deserved to lose both games.
How was the atmosphere? How long in did it start to get a bit? You could tell.
It wasn't too bad at 1-0, to be honest. But once the second went in, it was like any kind of backwards pass or any kind of...
They're just waiting on it, and
ball that went out of the pitch or whatever it was then, and turned a wee bit.
God, if Barry Ferguson can't get that crowd going, then it's going to be tough for anyone.
I fear the worst with Fenerbahce.
Are you, mate?
Second in the league.
You know your stuff, Clint. You get to be run down at Fenerbahce.
Unbeaten in 16, 17.
How do they play? What's the formation?
When they play, they mix it up. Me and Mourinho, sometimes they'll high press at the right times and other times. Even in the second half, they'll drop half. They'll come up right for Rangers' throats on Thursday night. The players to look out for: Pete Tadic, 36 now. What a fitter player he is, isn't he? Big Dzeko up front. El Nesri, they two play up front. The boy St Maximin's at Newcastle. He's in the squad. He doesn't play though, and he's a
He's a selfish bastard, Tony St Maximin.
He doesn't go.
He's a hogger, mate.
You can tell Mourinho's felt like
big time. But he's not Mourinho's type of player, is he?
Big time.
As soon as he just started stepping near the ball and with the move, he's like, no, getting done.
As soon as you see a step over, you're done.
Finito. Rangers just need to try and get a result back to Ibrox, didn't they? Any time, if they can get
is your first one away, is it?
By a goal, even
away.
First game's away. I need to ask you, what does Barry Ferguson do with the team selection from Saturday in Kilmarnock? What does he do here?
I think Balogun's got to come back in.
Try and sneak 12 players on, wouldn't you?
Shooter's obviously back.
Go, Baz, go.
We don't.
Go on.
We play front of the back four. Be Dodo, just patrol Dodo. Maybe police officers, how?
Shooter's back training as well. Shooter being back's massive for them. I do think that...
Is he back, Andy?
Aye, well, he's back training. I don't know if he's obviously back.
Do you think they'll throw him into something like that?
Aye, because they've not played midweek.
Fergie would, wouldn't he? I think Fergie would.
It's the only thing that's saving their season, to be fair, innit? Like, if they can get like close to a result, man, it kind of keeps the fans on side. Once that goes, it's toxic, innit? It's toxic.
I think if even they two come back into the back four, I think it'll make a massive difference straight away.
Man,
but another thing I must say, I think the 4-4-2, man, I don't think he'll go with that. I don't think they should be playing 4-4-2 personally.
No, it doesn't work.
If you're getting
I think off the ball, you see a lot of teams doing it off the ball, don't you? Like two backs of forwards and stuff like that. But then offensively, it's like you need to have like rotations in midfield, all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? You can go over like if Motherwell going to Ibrox and controlling the game in midfield and stuff like that.
I think you can understand the
like,
reason for it as well.
Do you know what I mean? Like, not a lot of teams fucking go to Ibrox and do that.
I think you can understand the reason for it because they're probably thinking that's their best players available to
Just get
go
them
on the pitch.
Yeah.
Yes, there's Iggyman's struggling.
Aye.
For how much we've been talking about
Yeah,
how
he's
well he's done, and he has done excellent, but he's been struggling recently, so it's
He'll come out. He'll come out
Off the
Thursday.
ball?
not in general,
Well,
even
he's
on the
in
ball.
general,
I think that's
I know he's good
7
on
or
the ball,
8
but I've not
games
really
he's
seen
scored.
him like off the ball. Do you know what I mean? If you're popping at midfield, I don't imagine he's one that's going to be charging about. Do you know what I mean? Winning the ball back, is he?
Because it's Rangers 2 midfielders. Do they come up against Hughes, or do they sit back and mark your 2 kind
Exactly,
of 10-8s
aye.
that playing there?
It's a
What I
big
find
ask
weird,
as
I know.
well.
Like one of the midfielders, when they've got the ball, always drop into like a proper.
three.
I know, like the false fullback sometimes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd probably done it yourself, like, but they do it all the time. And then the other one goes away on the other side of the pitch.
The gap's
And
massive.
there's like, see when you look in the middle of the pitch, their games, there's nothing in the middle of the pitch. It's apart from Hadji just coming, but you can see it a mile away. The midfielder or the centre half can just follow him the whole way.
There's a
Do you know
pet
what I mean?
peeve.
There's no,
See that sitter dropping back
Oh,
in
the
a back
worst.
3 when there's not even a press.
There's nobody there.
So you've got 3 guys behind their first press.
But what happens is he gets the ball right, and then the striker goes close to him, and he's laying it to a centre half.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking,
And by
who
the-
would you rather on the ball here? Like,
Aye.
do you know what I mean? You'd rather like you kind of 5-10 yards higher getting on the ball.
And by the way, they're doing it when Proper's best attributes are supposed to be on the ball. Do you know what I mean? Suitor's decent on the ball.
Yeah.
It's knows if you're taking it off boys that can't pass a ball.
I know.
I agree with you. I think that happens too often as well.
Yeah.
I think he'll put somebody else in there to make a free in the middle.
Dodo.
He'll need to put. I mean, I heard Sterling's attitude was shocking at the side of the pitch the other day. Whether that's true or not, I've heard from a few fans. No, I have, that he was taking ages to come on the pitch.
Right.
And I think Fergie went mental. So while he came in, I think I would have maybe put him in. If Suter wasn't fit, I was thinking maybe go with him.
I think that's a decent shout.
I think Fergie will like
him a Baron in midfield as
think he'll
well.
like
Sterling
him.
just gets
Because he just gets
combative.
stuck in, mate.
Like,
And then who do you play up front?
Forget
himself?
everything else. Do you know what I mean? It's just
probably
like get stuck in. Do you know what I mean? Like teams are going to pop it round you and that. Like fucking make a tackle.
Or by the
That's
way,
Fergie, innit?
or by the way, if you want to keep them in the team, do you even go Iggyman off the left and put Hadji as a high 8 and just go Raskin sit, Diamandi Hadji, and Dessers up front. So
good, I like that.
Yeah.
So again, you're no. And actually, I think when Hadji plays left, that's where he comes anyway. He comes inside the pitch all the time.
You played. You were a youth player at Rangers when Barry Ferguson was there.
I was.
Did you ever train with the first team when Fergie was training?
I can't remember. I trained a few times with him, but I can't remember Fergie. And I remember watching a few training sessions, mate. And he was like losing the nut, mate. Like, aye. Who was it? It was a foreign boy that came in, and he was quite tricky, mate. Like pink boots and that one. And I think he like played like a 1-2 with Fergie, mate, and he never got it back. Like Fergie's made a run, mate, and he's never given it back, mate. And he's like fucking going ballistic. I think he came inside and shot or something. He was going ballistic, mate. Like he could lose in that.
Who was good
was
when you
quite
trained
harsh
with the
with
first team? What age would you have been then, training with the first team?
I'd have been about 16, 17.
Wow.
It would probably been like a kind of day after a game or something. Do you know what I mean? Like they need a couple boys to do a small sidey or something. It wasn't like I was main squad and that, but like yeah, it was a good squad and that.
Big
obviously.
news that, mate, when you were signing in it. It was big news, mate, because you were leaving Rangers to go to Celtic. And the fans took it bad.
It seemed like a big deal, but like when you think about it, I was a young boy. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was 17. Do you know what I mean? Never played for first team or anything. So
who contacts you? Is it an agent that says Celtic I want you? Or?
aye, it was. He's wanting all the inside stuff, isn't he?
No, I like
Get
this
me in
stuff.
trouble.
Talk about his sis.
Get me in trouble.
Who did?
Lenny
I've
Parker.
told this 100
told
times.
it on
Oh, you have you?
Lenny and Gary Parker went into his
I was
sis.
not listening to a fucking word you were
Shoes
saying
off.
last time.
Shoes off.
Lenny, take your shoes off and socks, you said. Sitting with the suit and the
I'm
bare
surprised
feet.
they done that with the socks.
Mate, my dad's got the dog foot at the back, isn't he? He's like, fucking bring the dog in. After everything I'd spoke about and that, we're just chatting away, he's bring the dog in, isn't he? I had this big American bulldog, mate. It's like a gingery copper colour, mate. And guess what his name was?
Lenny?
Lenny.
No,
I swear.
No chance.
I swear to God. My dad's like, at the back, Lenny, come on.
Imagine Lenny was like, well. You're the dog.
chuck the tennis ball from behind. He's like, imagine Lenny on a ginger hair's wearing his suit. Lenny's ginger hair over the donkey dog's like,
I thought I shaved my pubes last night. I swear to God,
Lenny, man, I'll tell you what.
Lenny shed me with him.
Lenny, shut up.
Oh, Lenny's sitting with the wee
that part before.
lipstick it.
Lenny, put that away.
That's sort of changes. I can't even favourite ever moment of the bet.
Did Lenny say it? Like, fuck off, get it back, you. I can't remember, mate. He's probably like,
brilliant,
he's probably thinking, who are we signing here, man? I actually think,
Was he
they
named
like,
after Lenny, the
I
dog?
swear, aye. Like, because Lenny had been captain at the time when we had this dog.
And your dog had to be captain's armband. Imagine your dog sitting with his shoes on.
Peter McGeouch. Temples.
Oh, it was a beast, mate. Honestly, it was fucking American Bulldog, man. It was like a kind of gingery copper colour, mate. Called it Lenny, man. Honestly.
Amazing. Did you regret saying what you said Thursday about Barry Ferguson having the most presents you've ever had in a manager?
Well,
Mate, sorry, the Captain Zabba's done me, man.
Imagine that. Organiser.
Lenny, man.
Sorry.
I never said that.
What did you say?
The most presents. I
I've
didn't.
never seen a presence like it.
Aye, they're very. Do you know what I said the other day? I think they were very similar in that way. Especially when Lenny came into Celtic. It was after Tony Mowbray. And
Lenny's presence.
I said Barry Ferguson, but then he obviously said, what about Lenny? But his presence was incredible anyway, wasn't it? And it's similar to that with Barry Ferguson, but I don't know if it's more than players or just in general. That's not enough though, presence. I'm not putting it on Barry Ferguson only in, but you need, as I said, you need to be on there coaching, but certainly...
At different times, that's what I was saying earlier. Like, see, Fergie was in charge like 10, 15 years ago. Do you know what I mean? The Walter Smith kind of era and stuff like that had been like, you think he'd be fucking unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? Because there's certain players he would have had it, do you know what I mean? Like to use and stuff like that. Keep it basic, but fucking go win the game, do you know what I mean? But now it's like, football's went fucking... See
that, mate, you could be as enthusiastic and angry and up for it as you like, mate, but see if you're up against a team that's got a game plan and an identity, it's fucking impossible. You're getting beat, mate.
But they're popping around you in their own half, do you know what I mean?
And you've not got instruction to stop that.
Just fucking take it off them, do you know what I mean? Like, go run mark runners and do this, do that, man for man and stuff. It's like, but if they know what they're doing and we're just reacting to what they're doing,
it's impossible, mate.
9 times out of 10 they're going to get the better.
And that's when fans go, they don't care, they're not working hard. You are working hard.
100%.
With no instruction here, like you can easily look like you're not working hard, but it isn't that. Nobody goes on the pitch and doesn't show passing and doesn't work hard.
Nah.
No.
They'd love to win at the weekend, do you know what I mean? Like Fergie's fucking return home and that, innit? Like the good after the week, during the week and that, but...
So, like, see, Billy Dawes, did his Inverness team, anyone know Neil McCann's Dundee team played it for the back, didn't they?
I think so. I
think he was kind of... Neil McCann was a big one for Glenn Kamara, wasn't he? He was the one that brought him for Arsenal.
That's right.
We played against his Dundee team, actually. We played them in...
Scotty had him as well. Scotty loved him. Scotty really liked him as well.
Scott Allen.
Aye.
As a coach, Do you think we will eventually see, like we say, with more time on the training, and do you think you will eventually see Rangers trying to...
there will be, There has
change
to be,
how they play.
They probably just went in and thinking, right, it's quite toxic, obviously we've lost a manager and that, just try to keep it like... Because see the clips you see on Twitter and that, like the training pit, like, it's like boxes and stuff, do you know what I mean? And they're having a bit of a laugh and that, it's probably just trying to like lift everybody, do you know what I mean? Because everybody's like, fucking hell, like lost a manager, the fans are on us and that, and it's just trying to lift it up, but you need more than that now, innit? Like that honeymoon period's over, man, they need more.
It's half the ball for me, mate. They're absolutely all over the shop. We come out that first 30 minutes and it's just like, there's massive gaps everywhere. Fuck, other times that you're getting on the ball, there was nobody around about you. Obviously, credit to you, but I think they need to get back on the training pitch, definitely.
As you all know by now, Be Inspired is our official clothing partner. Be Inspired was founded in 2013 by friends and ex-SPL players, Mark and Robbo, with a vision to create premium menswear that stands out from the crowd.
Well, Andy, you've got
Talk about standing out.
Sensational, mate.
Do you know what? I love the material.
Nice, innit?
Aye, I do. It's nice. I've got a wee badge here to show off as well, so I'll never wear
Get
a
the
jacket
badge in,
again.
mate.
New kit has landed at Be Inspired HQ and you do not want to miss out. This collection features fresh colourways in their icon style, the Diallo, and all new hoodies and tees in their latest release, the Barella. You like that?
Football again?
Superb. I love the way they've been doing that, the Argentinian route, the Italian route. Shop the collection now online at beinspiredclothing.com and in-store at Glasgow St Enoch and Dundee Overgate.
And just for our Open Goal listeners, we're giving you 10% off your first online purchase. Simply use code GOAL at checkout. It's our way of saying thanks for tuning in. The link to score yourself some new gear is available in our video description.
Right on to Celtic beat St Mirren 5-2. What a game it was, wasn't it?
Incredible.
Caught wee bits as well. Again, let's talk about St Mirren first. Great
They were
performance,
good,
wasn't it? Really good St Mirren.
Good team, man.
They're
Really
good,
good
aren't they?
I feel like Stephen Robinson's teams are always good against Celtic and Rangers because I think they are so well set up off the
That's what
ball.
we're talking about. He's got a game plan all the time,
Chances
isn't he?
as well, didn't they?
Well,
A lot of chances.
I think especially at home as well, as much as they're well organised, they'll still get after like Celtic Rangers in certain areas of the pitch. And they caused them a lot of problems. They, to be honest, they probably deserved to win at half time in the lead, didn't they? I thought they shaded the better in the first half. Then the second half, to be fair, I think the subs for Celtic made a massive difference. Yang coming on especially, he's...
Mad at getting your Hulk in there, innit?
Incredible.
That was imagine your performance on here when you eventually get that.
Unbelievable.
You'll be with Sky. As soon as you get your way, be on Sky, man.
Skipping in, man.
I just seen him Sky.
Imagine Early Barnum. That's him got his hole now, so. That's over the post.
That's how he's going.
I'd love to see you on Sky.
So
mate.
would
That's what I was going to say. I'd love to see you.
Oh, no, what the fuck?
I did.
Put it on your Twitter. Sorry, bring that up, mate. I know. You've come a long way, mate. You've come a long way.
Oh, fuck.
Just on some who's standouts for you? Who played well?
The two up front.
Oh, Sanya.
How good are they two?
Handful, mate. We played them in pre-season. They were
Aye.
a handful. I think we drew 2 each or something like that, but they were a handful, mate, them two. Like, because they're solid in that defensively, but then as soon as like they get the ball forward, mate, the two of them are just.
I'm
really
convinced
good.
all the signs get the most one-on-ones in the league.
As in,
See, the amount of times he ends up one-on-one with a goalie, mate, just playing on the shoulder, and just that, as soon as they get that straight ball, just darting.
He's a winner,
He's
somewhere,
light
isn't he?
and quick.
I think he will be.
He's not signed his contract. It'll be a huge miss for them.
Yeah. Who do you think like Hearts, Hibs, Aberdeen? They'll all be in for him, won't they?
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening. Hibs would be almost like, I don't know what's going on with Boyle's deal, but he would be a perfect sort of fit for the way Hibs play with all the time you're going there. But I think the difference is you see, Andy, I think when Maida goes up front, he comes off. It's just totally, it's not really just, I don't mean to be hammer leader on it, but Maida's just incredible when he goes up there. The full team just changes, isn't it?
I think, like, against that as well, like when teams see these boys coming on off the bench, you're thinking, fucking hell, here we go. Do you know what I mean? Like, regardless how well you're doing, it's like, right, we've done great to now they're bringing on 3 superstars, do you know what I mean? And it's like different dynamics, different players and all that. It's
I think if you offered Gogic, Taylor, Marcus Fraser, what take a striker, they want to play against, they want to play up against any that wants to hold the ball.
Yeah, Gogic not just get aggressive, man, but seeing you've got him in your shoulder and all the time.
Do you know what's mad? I think he'll end up playing even less football than he did when Kyogo was here.
Well, mate, have you seen Kyogo recently?
I know he can't even get a game for Ryan.
He wasn't in the
Come off
squad.
bench and
Oh, did he?
No, aye, sorry.
Aye, never came off the bench.
I think O'Reilly.
5 subs need to come on.
Wow.
I think Matt O'Reilly wasn't even in the squad.
Aye.
Did Matt O'Reilly?
I don't know if he was injured, but I seen it, he wasn't involved.
Fuck.
And Kyogo made 5 subs, then he gone.
No, I'd stop playing Maida wide. I would just have him as a centre forward now.
Yeah.
I'd go and get a couple of wingers. Is Yang is good enough to be at Celtic?
Well, I actually think, like, I'm not saying it's an overreaction at all, but I think Yang was still alright at the start of the season, but it was coming off the bench.
It's who he's up against though, mate. Like,
Aye,
you've got Jota and Kuhn, mate, who like the numbers, do you know what I mean? They're like incredible. And then he's coming on, and if he's not the same standard, everybody's hammering him. Do you know what I mean? But to be fair, he scored 2, didn't he, and done well. But he's just what you expect for Celtic.
Aye, I think any time he's had a start, he's no had the
Nah,
same sort of
I know, I
he's
agree.
not had the same impact as he
I
maybe
agree.
had coming off the bench for the last sort of 30 minutes, whatever. But he's sharp, so his energy alone is good any time he comes on to try and make an impact in a game. And he came on, he did make a difference. Obviously, Maeda going up front was a
Did
big
not
part.
fancy him with the 2 headers.
No, I can't believe he scored.
Mate,
Done it?
did
Nah.
not expect him to go. By the way, the offside goal would have been unbelievable goal. Maida's wee flick.
Yeah.
Atati for the goals as well.
Aye, he's brilliant.
I thought he's top.
Top one team.
That's the one player I thought, like, obviously Cal and stuff like that, you know the type of players there. But when I went to Parkhead with Aberdeen, mate, I thought, Atati, mate, he's a fucking good player, mate.
Well, in terms of what, just
Everything, mate, like, solid in the ball. Do you know what I mean? Like, you see, like, obviously the Prem boys and that, the way they shield the ball and that, you can't get the ball from that. He's got that. Do you know what I mean? Like, although he's no big, but he's solid, mate. It's hard to get the ball off him, and he's clever, and he's always trying to make something happen.
That's
Always.
always. I think he's so forward thinking.
Always, mate.
Yeah,
He'll get, and see the thing, he doesn't seem asked. Do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't like
He's
go to the
every,
shelf for a couple of minutes thinking, fucking hell, I've given the ball. Like, it's almost like, I'll just play for myself, like, to do really well here. I don't even care if I give the ball away. Like, I'm just going to make something happen.
do you think that can make your performances better? Something like being over here on your own and your missus coming over for a bit. Do you think that does help? Like, we've all played away. Did you ever feel like your form was affected because you're maybe a wee bit lonely or a wee bit homesick, or did that not happen to you?
I felt better with my family.
So did
They
I,
were near
mate.
me.
Loved it.
They brought me down all the time. They just drag you, aye, just drag you down. Aye. So I felt much better. I'm surprised Young's buzzing. He's been here. I'm surprised. What about you? When you were away,
My first year away that was the best year of my whole life, mate.
Was it?
My first year
Where was
away.
this, down the road?
Swindon.
Swindon.
It's like a stag do for a
Class
year.
wee,
mate,
wasn't it,
aye.
dunno?
See, when she said she was going to move down, I was like, you are.
You sure? You sure about this?
You sure?
It's quite far down this one.
I don't know if you like it down here, by
I ain't no sign a contract, mate. It will stay.
What about you?
rumours that I'm coming back to sell it. You saying that there. Just sit tight. Wait me coming back.
So tight. Lenny wants us.
Lenny wants us back the duck.
I've never really went through it, to be fair, except for Azerbaijan, but nah, I wouldn't say I really.
How was that? You know, lonely there, mate. They couldn't speak the language.
I
in
just
there.
wanted to him regardless. If Jelly was there or no, it wasn't going to affect how I felt. Do you know what I mean? Just wanted him. So
Did you cook earlier?
no,
Was it?
What did you do for dinner?
just went out for food all the time.
Just yourself?
Aye. They deliver there, that's for sure. So I had to just go for something to eat.
What was the food like?
Oh, unreal, mate. Aye, Baku's class.
Is it?
Aye, so like, the restaurants and that were brilliant.
Is there a Rangers supporters club around here?
Aye, there was.
There will be, aye.
No.
Will be.
Did you go?
You there?
Went for the opening game of the season, but I didn't go back.
Huh?
Just getting
That guy in the crowd was there, right?
Aye.
Joe Savage, is it?
You don't end up watching the game. Do you know what I mean? You don't end up watching the game at all because you're just kind of talking
Getting
the full
bored.
time. And it's like
Was it Azerbaijan? People that were in, obviously Scots that had moved over.
no, it was all Scottish because they've got like Azerbaijan's got like the oil rigs and that as well.
Walk off
Loads
shore,
of
don't they?
Scottish over there.
Fascinating to think of him earlier, isn't it? Just wandering about.
Mate, you find it, Rangers Celtic fans everywhere.
Everywhere?
You know yourself, mate. Like yourself and all, like travel everywhere, mate. They fucking turn up, don't they?
What's the furthest you've been? Down south?
Down south,
Forest Green's quite a bit.
Forest Green,
Swindon,
aye,
that's
down
down
there,
Swindon,
kind of like
yeah.
I stayed like 10 minutes for Bath. It's quite nice to be fair.
Bath's beautiful,
Nice,
mate,
mate. We used to go in there like my days off and that. We'd go down there.
With that, with the missus?
Misses the wee one, mate. Aye. So
You could put me anywhere in the world with his missus and I'd be happy, mate.
Ever.
Honestly, mate. You could stick me in a one bed in fucking Maryhill and I'd be delighted with that,
You
mate.
stick a picture, it was amazing. No, I know that one.
No.
Brilliant. Did a crack of mention.
Nah, she's good. She's good, mate. She's good.
Brilliant. What we want next big instant to get? What had a penalty?
I think it's a pen.
Yeah.
So da.
Pen all day.
Surprised I've not got. I don't know how they kind of get it.
People saying it was similar to the Bayern Munich one, but does Johnson touch the ball before he hits the man?
He gets
a wee touch on it,
slight
but-
touch on it.
But it takes him out.
But it's a tackle on it. The other boy, it was more like a clearance, wasn't it? He was kind of clearing it and then he's come down and stood on his foot or whatever, I think, anyway. But that was more like a sliding in tackle, do you know what I mean? Like, and obviously he's touched the ball, but you see the clip, do you know what I mean? It's like he's took his ankle out, didn't he?
Again, I'll be interested to see why they never gave it. Is it something to do with the referee's like comms when he's describing the incident? And again, is it that old novice error? But it's, when you see it back, man,
Some of the
it's
decisions.
definitely a penalty.
I didn't realise it was 2
3-2.
That's him.
I
That's
didn't
him.
realise it was at 3-2.
3-2 at the time, aye.
I just seen it after the game.
Celtic go straight up the pitch and score.
I seen obviously the result and then I seen that, so I thought it probably like no matter, but it was at 3-2, do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a big call.
Yeah. Penalty. I just want to get your take on this, Chris.
I know it's a Stonewall penalty, aye. But the decisions have been decisions recently have been shocking.
Mate.
And I don't like. I'm one that's always sort of back the refs up. If you probably go back the early years, I'm somebody that I just think managers moan too much. But recently, my God, the refs have been.
It's just now, like with the VR, mate, I just don't know how
they get it so
like,
wrong.
before you get it, you'd be like, oh, it's an opinion, innit? You're going to get it wrong sometimes, but now you've got VR. And it's like, how can you make some decisions like,
Aye.
and it's there?
I think the first 3-4 months of the season, I thought referees were good.
It
To be
wasn't that
fair,
bad, was it? There wasn't
that
really
many,
big
big
major ones.
decisions or really poor ones. But I feel like it's every week now. See the Dalby one during the week against Hibs, mate.
we've
That's
spoken
mate,
Yeah, I can't believe that's not given.
in the
I mean,
fact
they-
it took 5 minutes to then
But
say,
nobody
that's a handball.
nobody even like appeals for it or nothing.
Why
do you know
are
what I
they
mean? Like,
looking for someone there,
nothing,
huh?
mate. It's like they're just looking to disallow goals.
What other ones have annoyed you recently? Like?
The one with
Celtic one, isn't it?
Celtic one with the ball out. There was no reason why they've got to get involved with that. There's no way. There was no factual to do that. So
But like, it's black and white. Do you know what I mean? Like, you've got
Aye.
the linesman there who doesn't think it's out. You can't prove that it was out, so you just leave it.
You've got to go
Do you know what I mean?
with
Like, see if you've got a picture or an image or something, and it's like, right, that was definitely out. Then fair enough. But Roger said it, didn't he? Like, if you can't prove it, then
They're
you go
bored,
red.
just bored in that room, mate.
There's no point in having the ref in that there then, because the two of them have agreed that it's not went over the line, and then you change it when you can't actually prove it. So
It's gone mad. This week marks the conclusion of our partnership with NHS Scotland's Mind to Mind campaign, which we've been running for the last month.
It's been an absolute pleasure to work on this campaign and reinforce the message to everyone out there who might be feeling stressed, lonely or anxious that you're not alone and there's resources out there to help.
There's no shame in seeking comfort from those who have gone through similar issues. You boys will know, being in football, you'll always speak to other players going through tough times, whether it's in their career, and injury spells or off the field matters as well. So seek advice on how best to get through it mentally.
Yeah, it's important to remember that help is available at the Mind to Mind website that's already helped so many fellow viewers out there.
So you asked that there. I was actually at Celtic when Dylan, he was going through bad injuries, I was going through bad injuries, so we actually helped each other a lot, talking to each other, and it's amazing obviously to see Dylan now going on and do what he's done.
We had me, Charlie Grant, Nicky Riley. We were all injured around about the same time at Celtic. Me with my ankle, Nicky with his groin, Charlie with his groin. Celtic were actually really good with us, got us somebody in to speak to the three of us, but we all helped each other through that difficult period as well.
Touch wood, I've been a wee bit lucky during my career, but we've all seen it where it's such a lonely place when you're injured as well,
Yeah.
and you then start to get in your thoughts. You might be missing out financially in terms of appearance bonuses, win bonuses and stuff like that as well, so it can be a right tough time for boys as well.
Yeah, it's important to remember that help is available at the Mind to Mind website that's already helped so many fellow viewers out there.
The Mind to Mind website features over 30 videos of people talking about their mental wellbeing challenge and a bid to help others who may be going through the same.
The site, hosted on NHS Inform, covers topics including dealing with anxiety and panic, coping with money worries, handling stress, feeling lonely or isolated, lifting mood and moving through grief. Each contributor shares practical advice on what has worked for them.
The website also provides practical advice on how to deal with life's up and downs and signposts where people can access further support.
As you can see, you're not alone. Find out how others are taking care of their mental well-being at www.nhsinform.scot/mind to mind. The link is also in the description box below. Right, Edinburgh Derby, lads. What a game of football.
Class.
Brilliant.
Had a lot of Hibs fans message saying, I hope you're going to batter Hearts, but I wrote back saying, why would I batter? I thought Hearts were really good first half.
Good.
Did Hearts deserve a draw because of the first half, or do you think Hibs deserve to win it overall?
I thought Hearts had way more control in the first half, but I still don't think they've done enough with it. Do you know what I mean? They never really
at the back,
created it.
They kind of overloaded at the back, but Hibs were kind of happy to let them have it, weren't they? Like they weren't really like trying to pass forward. They kind of kept going back side to side.
Whereas I thought in the second half when Hibs were better, I thought they looked way more dangerous than Hearts did in the first half. Nicky Cadden put in about 15 crosses into the box.
What about his left foot?
Mate, he's
won
crossing
the
it,
money
mate.
every time,
He's
innit?
not even at an angle to cross it, mate, and he's digging it out somehow, mate. Fucking unbelievable.
See, that's a striker's dream, Nicky Cadden, innit? He doesn't wait, mate. He just gets the ball in as quick as
But then
possible.
the rest of the team know, mate. You see the boy Campbell and stuff like that, the striker, mate. As soon as he gets it, they know. Midfielders are hitting the box, do you know what I mean? Like they're just going, they know like he's not going to turn out and go back, like all this kind of stuff.
You see the boy, I thought the boy Taylor for Hearts was really poor, and see what sort of you can see kind of affected him as well. Was see any time Nicky Cadden got it in the second half and he stepped out early, they just spun it down the line for Martin Boyle. Martin Boyle just kept getting onto the ball.
You seen the goal, innit? Like the first goal,
just kept whipping deliveries in the box.
They knew that pace was there, wasn't it? With Boyle, with obviously the first goal he gets in, do you know what I mean? So
the first goal's mental, man. That must have been. It must have been the wind that's caused that.
It did a few times, like a few like goal kicks and stuff like that. You could see it kind of like.
Mate, it was a straight ball, and then nobody touches it until it gets in the 6-yard box, and Martin Boyle scores.
Should Gordon save it now?
I think he's got to stun up. He's got to stun up for me.
Well, I tell you who should
He's so
save
big
it.
and then it kind of goes across.
Does he make himself big? Should he? Nah.
I know, but I think if he still does that, it still goes through. Like,
there,
I think he's like he's
What about
an inch or
if
two.
he did that? Do you know what I mean? If just, I know. Anyway, what I was going terrible. What I was going to say, what did Hibs change in the second half to get back in the game for the first half?
Well, I thought what we were kind of saying was like, see Rocky Bashiri, I thought in the first half he had a right, but he was toiling, but he never opened his shoulders up once. Any time he received it for the right hand side, Nicky Cadden was still in the same space that he was in the second half, but he just didn't open his shoulders up and switch the play at any point. But like you said, what you're saying Hibs did out of position, Hearts done that. Hearts kind of allowed Rocky Bashiri to have the ball sat off and says go and try and break us down, and they just ultimately kind of played sort of straight passes after that. So Hibs played a lot quicker, but I don't mean this in a disrespectful way. I mean in the fact that they did play quicker was they kind of missed Rocky out. So if it went for the goalie, it went straight to the left centre half, the right centre half, and then straight to the wing back. Where it was like middle centre half, left centre half, middle centre half, right centre half, and it was just slow. But anytime they sort of missed that pass out, the goalie, to be fair, played a couple of nice clip ones out in Nicky Cadden as well. And then you got his shoulders open, and then like you said, just started whipping deliveries into the box. But it was a good game. Frantic as always, to be fair. I wouldn't say like the quality was unbelievable, but it was proper entertaining.
Like that, obviously we had a few goals quite early on, didn't we? So it added to that, but like the quality's never really like massive in the games, innit? It's too much like there's always fouls and people like fucking the game gets stopped quite a lot, doesn't it?
They're amazing, the games to play in.
They are good, mate. Aye.
The atmosphere was really good
mate.
yesterday.
They are good.
Is it hard to get the ball down? Is it hard to get the ball down and pass it in these sort of games? Is it just 100 mile an hour?
It is, mate. Aye, it is. Like obviously the fans just want you to go forward and that as well. Do you know what I mean? So
Get
it's
the balls
like,
far away from your goal as possible.
Like, they're cheering throw-ins and corners and that. Do you know what I mean? And like sometimes that's good for you. Do you know what I mean? As much as you want to pass the ball about the back and that, but it can kill the atmosphere. I think Hearts passing it about, it kind of killed their fans and that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if Hibs are getting like corners and long throw-ins and getting chances and stuff like that, like it just builds momentum, doesn't it?
What's your favourite one?
Sorry, mate. What a goal to win it, sorry.
Unbelievable.
Some strike.
Yeah, moment of quality in it.
I didn't think he's got that in him.
First goal, mate. First goal for Hibs.
He's got a lovely left foot,
What a
hasn't
strike that is.
he? Yeah. He's been brilliant for Hibs, hasn't he?
I thought he was the only centre half on the pitch out the five of them that actually didn't struggle with the wind in the first half. See how many times Steinweider got caught with the flight of the ball and went over him, or Rocky Bashiri was just laughing like routine clearances. But I thought he was the only one that kind of dealt with sort of straight balls just down the pipe, just down his throat, to be fair. But I thought Again, I didn't think it was a great game, but Hibs for me definitely deserve to win it based off the second half.
Big Rocky was slashing it.
Oh, mate.
He's got
What about the one where he was shielding and then he just hit it half a shanks inside the 6 yard box?
And
to be fair, like, I know Hibs fans of Kane does it, but we've praised Rocky Bashiri over the last few months.
He's been excellent.
But he really struggled in the first half yesterday, I thought.
When Hibs were struggling at the start of the season, he was getting a lot of it, wasn't he? But like since I've turned it around, he has been one of the main fucking reasons for it, isn't he? Like,
but I do think it's because he's got 2 guys next to him as well, innit? I think he's so much better in a 3 than he is in a 2.
No, to be fair, yeah, it's a good shout, but he's good at the stuff he does. Do you know what I mean? He's aggressive and that, and you can tell the boys love him. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can tell, like, the changing room stuff and that, like, the boys love him there.
It's mad the run they're going in it.
Brilliant, mate.
It's incredible.
15 unbeaten, mate, in all competitions. That's a good run for Rangers and Celtic.
Yeah.
Never mind anybody outside Old
I
Firm,
love
do you know
it,
what I mean?
Especially because, to be fair, if it wasn't Dave Gray, the good chance they probably would have pulled the trigger. Do you know what I mean? Like, where they were struggling, them and Hearts, do you know what I mean?
Obviously,
but like, that, they've gave him time, do you know what I mean? And it just shows you, like, the time they've given him, he's managed to turn it around, and now they're fucking favourites to go third, aren't they, really?
I obviously don't want it to happen for a Motherwell perspective, but for Scottish football, it's good to have a good Hibs and a good Hearts. It's good to be the league.
Definitely. Boy in the middle of the pitch, a good player as well, isn't he? The one that he's only played the last couple.
Welsh.
Oh, the boy Welsh.
Very good, mate.
Triantis struggled in the first half.
Yeah.
But
I
thought Triantis really came into it in the second half as well. But I thought Benny Beningame was getting the better of Triantis in the first half.
He's so good.
I like him, mate.
Again, the offside goal, he does unbelievable for the one.
Mate,
I really like him.
I don't know if he's a member. There was one of Hearts played at the back, and Hibs did really well with a full press. And the left centre half rolls him a slow ball, and he turns and just runs at Hibs' back four. He was probably the only. I thought he was probably the only pass mark for Hearts yesterday, to be honest. Even Penrice been unbelievable. I thought he was really quiet yesterday.
Wilson was alright again.
Aye.
I like him.
Wait, he's young, isn't he?
I didn't get why he took him off. I don't know why he took Wilson off. I was a bit baffled by that. He's a good player, isn't he?
He's quick, by the way. Did you see the one where he beat Boyle with the ball, mate? I think somebody mentioned it on the comms, but like, I was thinking, fucking
Boyle brought him down,
fair play. He got booked with this.
Hearts is lack of width though, mate. I thought they struggled with it yesterday.
Do you think you should have changed it then, Andy?
I thought they needed width in the game, because again, the diamond, it worked in the first half because Hibs allowed them to play simple passes. Even they got after them, they never had any outball or anybody to carry the ball up the pitch.
Your width's coming for your fullbacks, innit? But like,
who were so deep, mate.
It's hard. If you're building up and stuff like that, it's hard to get them up the pitch, you know what I mean?
And Taylor's not a type that when he's 1v1 can go by players. What you end up happening is you come back and you keep the ball safe, don't you?
Slow.
Shankland was interviewed at half time.
Don't like it.
Same.
I think it looks terrible.
He'd be like, beat it, man.
That's just not right, innit?
See, I didn't mind it. You're going to say I'm saying that because I was wrong.
He's on another schedule, man.
Look, Charlie, right?
Look, Charlie.
I actually didn't mind it. Do you know why though? Because I was thinking, I think it would be really good if there was more to talk about in the first half. Do you know what I mean? There wasn't really a lot to actually talk about in terms of. See if there was like a big incident that somebody was involved in. Oh no, the team was battering the other team, and that team was getting battered. It could be good.
It was a draw in that, wasn't it? And it was
I don't really think they had much to ask him about. It was a kind of nutting game.
Mate,
Fast
Lenny,
10 minutes.
can you imagine if they asked Lenny, mate? Can they do some like interviews on the pitch, mate, on the way off? He'd have strangled him.
That'd be good for the viewer, but for a player, you don't want to be talking at half time, do you?
Obviously.
Imagine if you scored a
Imagine you say something pure like that and you're like in the dressing room, fuck, what have I said there?
He'd be flagged.
We need to change it to a fucking back four. We need to change it to a back four. It's fucking not working. I just got up the telly and fucking half time.
Got to go in it.
It's got to go ahead. Was it like Charlotte interview though?
I don't know.
Was it?
I'm not sure, mate, to be honest.
To be fair.
I'm not sure.
Sam North. Imagine it, it's been North.
Flogging it. Jump my vlog for a minute, will you? That's got to go,
What did he start going on the pitch at
I'm
half time?
50-50, mate, to be honest.
I'm
I
surprised.
love it for the fans, obviously. It's great for them to get a wee insight, do you know what I mean? Even the dressing room stuff. But then also in my head, I'm thinking, that's your place, do you know what I mean?
I'm more against the dressing room stuff.
That's your team, do you know what I mean?
The dressing room stuff's a no-go.
We're in the dressing room after the game.
That's the players'
When you
place,
get the pitch,
I mean,
like that's what you see, do you know what I mean? But the inside stuff, it's kind of intruding a wee bit in it.
It is a kind of way to promote Scottish football as well.
Yeah.
If you're doing something different,
That's it, and they'll try to do something different, and fair enough.
How did the Sky call? What happened? Did you get a phone call?
I just got asked on Tuesday or something. I was happy to do it, so I really enjoyed
Talk
it.
us through the tip of what's the day? What time do you need to get there at?
An hour before, so it was on air at 11:30, so I was there for 10:30.
Makeup
They
and
give
that?
you breakfast and all that. Aye, breakfast, makeup, and then obviously they just kind of give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen, what they're going to ask you about, and then that was it.
What was the breakfast?
Whatever you wanted. There was everything there. Well, I'd say whatever you wanted.
At
All
the
the
stadium?
breakfast stuff's there: scrambled egg, poached eggs, square sausage, link sausage, scone.
Boydie does some research, doesn't he?
Aye, he does. He's got his books about that. Fucking size, that mate.
Mate, I done it with Boydie before, mate.
I know, but that's his breakfast order.
There's nothing. Mate, do you know what though? The guy actually said to me at breakfast, "What would you want, mate?" I said, "There's square sausages." I said, "Oh, you can have the Kiss Boyd." And I was like, "What's the Kiss Boyd?" He's like, "Everything."
Oh, you done it as well, didn't you?
I done it, mate, a couple of years ago. At Aberdeen, we played Rangers and Big Boydie, man. He threw me under the bus a wee bit. I don't know if I told it the last time I was on. But before that, he's got obviously the book and it's got all the stats in it, right? And so he gave me something like with all the stats, like clean sheets, all this kind of stuff. So I think at half time, I'd mentioned something that was on that sheet, do you know what I mean? And then he said like a wee comment, he's like, "Oh, somebody's been on a stat man or something." Like while we were filming, man, I was like pure fucking. I was like, "You bastard."
See, did it go like 10 seconds till we're on live?
Aye.
Nervous?
No, honestly,
Alright,
but again, I don't know if it's because maybe like doing stuff like
You're
this.
used to it,
It makes it a bit easier, but no, I did enjoy it. It was really good.
You need to get into that as the host.
No,
you do.
Mate, that's what I was going to
Sky would be fucking gone at bust.
Ailey Barber, mate, I couldn't believe like the stuff they do, mate, like.
In production.
Aye, mate, like I couldn't believe it. Like she's talking, mate, like to obviously the producers and stuff and talk about different things and they're trying to clip things for half time, do you know what I mean? Like they're asking us, like, what do you think? And like about decisions, all this kind of stuff.
And it's as you're talking to us now, Paul's whispering sweet nothings in your ear as you're talking.
She's asking questions, mate, and like you can kind of hear it, do you know what I mean?
Will you go into the meeting, mate, if you stop playing?
I don't know, mate. To be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do after football, mate. But like, I do enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Come fucking speaking about football. Do you know what I mean? It's
know your stuff, you man.
It's good,
Do you think your Doug will get back into management? Or is he enjoying doing the media
Nah,
stuff?
he's enjoying it. He's enjoying it.
That's amazing, isn't it?
I'll bring him next time.
Bring him in here next time. Again, sunshine like that, it's incredible, isn't it?
Oh, mate.
Could be up there as one of my favourite things at a football game.
It was really good, mate. Because the thing is as well is, obviously David Gray took all the players and all the staff on the middle of the pitch, but Sky had to cut to whatever was going on in the studio after a minute. So they got there in just a minute. But see, as we were talking, like, it was so loud. Do you know what I mean? So it was like, it was.
Did you see Dave like standing behind them, just watching it? So the camera's behind Dave and he's standing behind the players just watching it. Do you know what I mean? I think fucking brilliant, man.
He must be buzzing.
Because he's got some experiences with that song. Do you know what I mean? Like obviously.
Mate, Hibs, I'm going to. Hibs have been shite for years, mate.
Oh, have
and the fact at the start he had, and then what he's got there now is incredible, isn't it?
Aye.
How well he's done. He's not even got experience in his coach. I know Samson's been a bit, but Liam Craig's like a young up-and-coming
Still
coach.
a long way to go for this season for Hibs, though.
I just can't see anyone else finishing third, 100%.
I think that they're definitely the favourites, but again, there's still so tight, mate. And that,
but just that run he's
top six and bottom six.
Fair play to him.
I think it's class, mate. I said that earlier, but I think it's class. Do you know what I mean? They've actually trusted him, gave him time.
Yeah.
And he's turned it around. And now, like, the business they're doing already with Boy McGrath and stuff at Aberdeen, like, they do look like they're on the front foot. Do you know what I mean? Whereas before, they probably a lot of turnover in January, the summer and stuff. Do you know what I mean? So they look like, all right, it's going well now, but let's add to it.
Over the last, like, I think so the last 6 maybe as well, it's like Aberdeen away, Rangers at home, Celtic at home, and Hearts. You know what I mean? It's like they've went through everyone obviously in the 15-game run. So
do you know what I like about him as well? I think you could look at an interview for David Gray at the start of the season, look at him now, and I don't think you'd be able to tell when he was doing well. He's just always the same, innit? See, for a player, that must be so refreshing.
I'd like to go see, like, I'd probably should try to go up and see his training and that, but like, obviously I played with Dave, do you know what I mean, and how he was as a guy. So I'd like to see what he's actually like as a coach, do you know what I mean? Like, what's he like, do you know what I mean? Because obviously as a player, it's hard to know that what sort of style he wants to do, like, fucking, is it patterns or this kind of stuff, or is he more like, because Dave was always very, like, no Mr. Serious, but like, he wasn't like laughing and joking as some of the other lads, do you know what I mean? He was quite like he was quite on it, do you know what I mean? So
would you think for them going in next week, Celtic Park's tough one, innit?
I said no chance into that last game.
See, was it the last game they got loads of chances?
At Parkhead. They shouldn't. Celtic won that game, but probably should have been either draw or Hibs could have. I think Hibs have got a good way. I think they've worked out. We said they've got a good way of playing against them. I think he's sort of whatever way he's done it, but I think they've got a wee chance at the weekend. It'll be very, very difficult. But I think
at Easter Road they've got a chance at Celtic Park. I think it's a
if Maida's up front, they've got a chance. If Maida is, there's no chance.
Maida will play.
He hates him, doesn't he? Aida.
No, I didn't hate Aida. I think he's actually alright. That like Villa game and that, I thought he showed good, but Maida's just so good, mate.
It's a different game, innit?
Yeah.
See, when you're coming in to replace that guy, mate, how hard must that be?
I know.
Remember, see, when any chance I got in Dundee, you're coming in for Kevin Thompson, you're like, I'm never near as good as him, man. I can't do this.
I know.
Actually, do you know what I mean? You used to think that.
Mate.
Tom would be like popping it and then he'd want to come off and say,
wee man coming in.
I'm near as good as that, man.
Probably.
It's so, see when you're coming in for somebody that's that good, it's so tough,
Mate, you
man,
took
isn't it?
yourself, mate.
I
know.
No, but Tom was top, do you know what I mean, for that level that we were playing at.
Especially when your confidence isn't great either, and you're coming in it and the fans are going, oh, fuck it,
Just talking about Dundee, actually, see boy Paul Dummett, he signed with us obviously at Carlisle. He got injured, but we was talking about Gowser the other day.
Was he?
Mate, he was like, oh, Gowser, blah, blah. Somebody else mentioned
Was that for St Mirren?
Aye,
St Mirren again, that's
St Mirren,
right.
aye.
He's had some career, Paul Dummett,
Aye.
Did he go straight from Newcastle to Carlisle?
Aye. No, not to a lie, never. He went to Wigan for a short
right.
spell.
Right.
But I think he's had like a few injuries the last few years, and then he went to Wigan, and then he signed with us.
Sean got sacked
Some
just
Prem
like that.
appearances. You'd have played a lot of games in the Prem.
Oh, he's got cash, mate.
Joker 3's coming out.
I've got it for me, Sean.
I know.
I think he will be, and I know he's had a couple of jobs, but I think he will become a right good manager, Sean. I really do.
I hope so. I just want to say quickly, I listened to the game on the radio because Frankie was playing at the same time. Do you know who was brilliant? John Robertson and John Collins.
Were they, mate?
Mate, really good on the radio. Enjoyed listening to. Although John Robertson kept calling Cowabunga.
Did he?
Twice he went,
UFC fight.
Turtles, mate. Cowabunga, remember the Turtles? That's what they used to shout, Cowabunga. But they two, I'd like John Collins and John Robertson on here.
He was frustrating yesterday, I thought. We're talking about pet peeves in football, right? Strikers that are light and quick that are always
Always
offside.
offside, I know you're going to say it.
Why
He's
are you
always
going so early when you're that quick?
I know.
Like, see the Benny Beningame one? There's no reason for him to be offside there, mate. Benny Beningame's in the acres of space. He had to time his run so much better.
Just use your brain on it, like like wait.
Do you think Hibs can beat Celtic weekend?
No.
I don't.
Too big an ass.
Again, we'll get killed for that, but you
Nah,
can get your opinion. Celtic are just...
Different level. But the
Especially at Celtic Park, mate.
clip it up, son.
Celtic had conceded, was it 3 goals at Celtic Park all season, and it was 3 of them against Aberdeen.
And
Nobody else has scored against them at Celtic Park.
And as well, the last 2 games, Celtic, Aberdeen, St Mirren have not actually played their best, but they've still scored 5 and 5.
It's harsh on every other team, right? But if Celtic turn up, they win.
Nah,
And it it's no matter
by
how
the way,
well
see if
you
they
do
don't,
going there.
they probably win.
That's what I mean. It's almost like if they get beat or something at Parkhead, it's like as well as the opposition's done, it's on Celtic like being miles off it.
Yeah.
'Cause if they even turn up to, do you know what I mean? Like they've got enough.
Even the
to win
squad
games,
as well, innit? They can change it as they did. It's
And everybody's chasing.
Is it the best? Would you say it's the best football song?
Definitely.
Nah, walk on, man. Come on.
Do you get better than Walk On?
Walk on the Champions League night.
I'm being dead serious, mate. I think you never walk on pish. I honestly do.
No.
I do, mate.
What, a Champions League?
I just think it's too slow.
Get in the chat.
Do you think so? No, mate. Oh no.
You're on there, mate. You're on there.
I'll be honest, I think Walk On's fucking.
I'm not a big Penny Arcade fan, I know. So
think-
it's not even like
that. Good song.
mate, I think it's
better
like.
than Penny Arcade.
Is it?
I think so.
He's going to be getting a fit. Oh, hang was tomorrow when this comes out.
Is it shite? You never go shite.
Good, that's why you're getting Sky Games, mate. Say what you think. Good for you, mate.
Andy boy.
Right,
I'm not going to ask for it to be taken out.
Every player, every manager's ever been like in a Champions League night has come out and said like, "Wow, never experienced anything like that."
Cash.
He says it's
Because the noise, not a song.
He's actually committed to quality.
No, but it's because of the noise though. It's not because of the song.
No, the song's
Mate,
emotional, mate.
How can you say, mate, about 15 clubs sing it? Do you know what I mean?
I know.
Mate, every
No,
German
no.
club sing You Never Walk Alone. Liverpool
Aye,
sing
take a
it.
minute. There's a lot of
It's when the
German-
music turns up.
Wimmer's been singing it in the dressing room, isn't he? That's why he hates it. Wimmer in the dressing room. Favourite one you've been involved in, as in atmosphere? Whether Hibs, Celtic or Forest Green?
The Barcelona one, Celtic, mate, 2-1. Tony Watt one.
Are you on the bench yet?
I was on it, aye.
You were on the bench, mate?
Aye. I've probably told this. I feel like I'm just repeating
yeah,
every story
yeah,
I've ever
okay.
got, mate. But I was coming on the last few minutes.
No chance.
So we go 2 up, and then Lenny, my dog's like to me, go warm up.
Dog barking.
But Lenny's
Chucks your tennis ball to the touchline for you. Come on up.
go chase that dog.
You're trying to fucking chase it.
Go chase that dog. Take it out. But he's like, go warm up. So I'm fucking buzzing, mate, running up and down. He's called me up. So I'm coming on. Like I just obviously try to waste time the last few minutes. So Big Mate Albies gave me when I'm set pieces, all this kind of stuff. So the 4 officials get the board at the side of the pitch. So next time the ball goes out, mate, I'm going on. And then Barca keep the ball, mate. The ball goes wide. Fucking ball comes in. Messi scores, mate. 2-1. He's like, "I'll sit down." I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." So see when we go on the pitch, mate, I'm like full kit wanker, mate. Like I've got I was ready to go on, my shinnies and everything on. And obviously the final whistle goes 2-1. Everybody's fucking ran the pitch, mate, and like I'm running about in my tap half, mate. It's class.
mean,
So
you
like, see
never
pictures
told
of my
that, fella.
pictures I've got on my Facebook and that, mate. I'm walking off the pitch like I've played 90 minutes, mate.
Brilliant.
Like, what
So what point in that game was that atmosphere incredible, the final whistle?
Final
Or
whistle,
start of the
mate.
game?
Obviously the start's the usual, do you know what I mean? Like walk on and all that, and the Champions League music comes on, it's fucking amazing. But after the game, mate, it was fucking electric, mate. And then after the game in the changing room and that was fucking going off, mate. It was class.
Gary Parker loved you, mate, didn't he?
Yeah, Parks was good, mate. Parks was good.
Absolutely.
Like Lenny was like, it was a good balance because Lenny was like fucking tough. Do you know what I mean? Like get the best out of you, a motivator. Parks was more like tactical. Like even when we went to Hibs, when I was like more of a first team player, like we used to go to Ibrox and that, and then he would tweak things in the middle, always go like a free in the middle, like Marvin Batley, me, McGinn and stuff, like Scotty Allen, like a diamond and stuff, do you know what I mean? Like he was always the one that would like come talk to us about what we're trying to do and all this kind of stuff. Like he was clever, mate. Good player as well, obviously.
We Parks picked Lenny shite up when he done a thing.
We had Mitch for that. Do you remember Mitch? Remember? He used to wash him all, not?
No, I don't.
Do you know Mitch? No, mate, wasn't he?
So he was just like Lenny's mate, mate. He'd come up, quite a big guy, mate, and he'd come up, he's a great guy, mate. The boys loved him, eh? So like sometimes like we'd be in training after training that the sports scientist like, right, get yourself in lads and that. Next minute Mitch has got like the gloves on, mate, goalie gloves on, he's in goal. Stokes he's taking free kicks at him that.
The lovely guy, isn't he?
But depends what mood Lenny was in, obviously he loved it, and then some days like Mitch fucking like going mental, mate, yeah. But
What about you, best atmosphere you ever played in, career?
The Benfica Champions League game.
You never played?
I was on the bench though, so that counts. He said Barca on the bench.
Were you close to getting on that game?
I was the exact same, I've said that before. Lenny, exact same, you're going on. Gary Parker whispered in his ear, told me to sit back down.
He's no daft, is he?
You did say he was the brains. He's obviously the clever one.
Lenny, you
Fuck's he thinking of?
you've took too much this year, Lenny. I know we're daft, but we're not that fucking daft.
It would be all fun, definitely, aye. Lech Poznan was a joke. No, Lech Poznan, Legia Warsaw away. That was very good. Polish fans are mental.
Something about foreign fans, isn't it, mate? Like the noise, mate. It's a different noise. No, it is though. It's not like you go to Ibrox now, it's loud, and but like you go to these like European teams, mate, and it's like, see when they'll go on the attack or like a corner or something, mate, it's like a mad fucking noise, mate.
I'm adamant they refuse kids in the stadium and all. Everybody's just a 30-year-old man. You need to be 30,
not
mate.
crazy,
You need to be 30 to go to the game.
Crazy,
Criminal record, I go to the game. Mate, we played Borix. We see when Borix signed for Celtic. We went back
to play them
for his friendly. It was his first game back, mate, and a pre-season friendly, mate. It was fucking
crazy.
Jumping, mate, crazy.
Mate, remember, so that was the game when we played Legia at Ibrox and Boris was in the crowd. Remember
So he was.
Fucking mad, man.
Mate, I remember I used to go to the games, mate, like in the away end also at Ibrox, mate, and then he used to come out and see when he'd like bless himself and that, mate, it was fucking mental, man. He used to
wild, didn't it?
Oh, mate. Like, honestly, mate, you see people videoing that, he's like, he's meaning that. It's like, what do you mean he's meaning it? Like, mean it annoys you up or what?
Do you think he's the best goalie Celtic have had over that period?
Do you think he's better than
Do you know what he never
Foster
had?
was good, mate.
Do you know what he never done? That enough.
On the knee side
He was
of
too
it.
busy like that, mate, and the
He
changing
loved the
room,
fag, mate, didn't he?
My brother said that.
He used to say to us, as soon as you smell smoke, come and tell me. So at half time.
Was it in the toilet?
Distracting, no, I take it. No.
So that's what, because we worked next to the toilet, so as soon as you could smell smoke, we had to go around and
How's
tell
that
him.
bad for a goalie, but
I know, man.
Him and McGeady got on well, didn't they?
Stratton loved Boris, didn't he?
Boric wouldn't save Aiden shots in shooting. So see when we were doing shooting, he'd save it, and then see when it was Aiden, you just stand like that. And Aiden would be like,
Aiden would fucking hate that, mate.
raging,
He
mate.
would hate
And
that.
afterwards like, nah, no, not even diving for them. Hated
Oh,
them,
mate, he used to tell stories all the time about him, I loved it, mate.
Right, fight for third, Aberdeen. What a comeback against Dundee United. Dundee United looked really good up until 2-0, and then shows Aberdeen are still in this fight for the third.
Dundee United dropped too deep at the end. They had to get up the pitch as they done the first half, but I'm so happy for Nisbet getting it done.
Brilliant.
I think was it maybe about 6 weeks ago, so he looked as if he maybe lost his confidence
The
slightly.
fans were on a little bit.
And to see him getting that double yesterday night, he scored was it a couple of weeks ago.
See, his first, that's a Kevin Nisbet and full of confidence finish. That's a great finish, that, isn't it?
It's brilliant for Aberdeen as well, mate, that he's back. I watched him for Celtic midweek, and it was 5-1, but
They were 15-20 minutes.
They were good.
I couldn't believe it, mate.
They were good, mate. So
honestly, they could be 1 or 2 up.
aye, 100%. I think they could. I don't think that third place is sewed up yet.
Aberdeen, you've just said Hibs 2 seconds ago.
No, I don't know. Mate.
Aberdeen will know finish that for me.
They look alright.
They control games, mate. They
What
can see
Havertz
so many
got late, which
chances.
is good.
I think Dundee United have got a chance though. Dundee United have got a chance. We
They look good, don't they?
They're practical, mate, and they've got match winners, do you know what I mean? Boy, it can win the headers in the box and that, and they like...
He's flying.
He's unreal in the box, isn't he?
Yeah.
Unreal, mate.
But even at the back and that, they're solid, do you know what I mean? Like, he's recruited well, isn't he?
Yeah.
Midfield, like Sybil and that,
isn't
fucking
he?
getting after people and stuff like that.
And Alan Campbell, great signing as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
really good.
It's a great signing. So have you all going Hibs favourite?
I think you've got to go Hibs favourite.
Just
Who'd be
momentum,
your
innit?
second after that? I'd go Hearts still.
Mate, have you seen the league table, like, fucking...
Forum guide.
About 10 weeks ago?
Since Critchley's came, I've seen that.
How many points were Hibs off Aberdeen?
20 something. 24, I think.
Mate, it's
something.
mad.
That's mental.
Mad.
Mate, when the last time Hearts and Hibs played at Easter Road at the start of the season, were
The
bottom
two of them,
league.
aye, that's right.
No way.
And Aberdeen, that's when they went a mad run, didn't they? They beat everybody as well.
Yeah.
Hearts, they control a lot of games though, even at times yesterday. That's where they could actually
That's why I'd fancy Hearts, and I think Hearts have got better players than Aberdeen. Would you agree with that now?
I don't, to be honest, I don't know a lot of the Aberdeen boys now. Like, they brought in a lot of new boys, but
I think I'd take Hearts squad over Aberdeen.
So would I.
I think it is close in certain areas of the pitch, but
McGrath's a big miss for him, isn't he?
aye,
I like him, mate.
I think McGrath's a brilliant signing for Hibs.
Yeah.
Do you think it's hard for you to say? Do you think Hibs will finish third?
I think they're favourites. I think they're favourites for it, to be fair. But like, I do think there's so much football still to be played. But it's a left 9 games.
It's been a great season, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Exciting,
I mean, outside the title race, aye.
Yeah,
it's done for months.
That's what's
Everywhere else, aye.
We asked this on the Coop Show, who do you think could still go down? So you'd be say Aberdeen, Hibs,
Mate,
Hearts.
Dundee are fucking... Dundee were flying at a point, weren't they? Like, doing really well. You think they're guaranteed to be like
You
fucking...
think Kelly, mate?
Kelly as well,
I think St Johnstone will stay up. St Johnstone dominated the game against Dundee at Dens Park Saturday.
Did they?
They've got a striker that's scoring goal. Mackenzie Kirk's scoring.
He's good, that boy, by the way.
good
Isn't he?
player,
Really good.
Nah, Kelly will be fine.
Kelly, do you
Kelly will
think?
be fine.
I worry for
Dell's got,
I worry
like,
for Kelly.
he's got enough there in the
I think
squad,
Kelly
mate.
will be fine, I know.
Dell's got enough, mate.
You think so?
I don't know, the way they keep...
If they ever had Dell, mate, I'd fancy them to go down.
No,
to
I
Man.
agree,
The fact
I
that
agree,
they've got
but-
Dell,
I think he's got like a good squad there, do you know what I mean? Like, I know obviously they'll go through a bad spell, but I think he'll be alright.
Simon Murray's the best celebration player.
volleyed the ball?
Just volleyed the ball at the stadium.
Is that what he
So
done?
angry.
I know,
He's
see
not. He's not.
So angry.
Is it-
Good on him.
Think it's a ginger thing. Just angry.
They say
being
that,
ginger.
didn't they? They say
He just wants to
Ginger's
fucking, he just wants to run as fast as he can, doesn't he? Like, even when he's celebrating, I mean, he just fucking
I
goes
love him.
mental.
Scottish made it. You worked with Tony Docherty a few months at Aberdeen.
Aye.
Did he do a lot in terms on the training ground, or was it?
He did, mate, aye, he did, but it was hard. Like, Dell obviously had done a lot as well, do you know what I mean? So they did, like, kind of, probably 50-50, to be honest. But he'd done really well, mate. It was his first gig, obviously, last season, do you know what I mean? So it'd be interesting to see what he'd be like going at it himself, do you know what I mean? But he's got good staff in that there, do you know what I mean? Like, and done well last year, but it's just...
Did you see him being a manager back then, or did you? I just
Couldn't
thought
he,
he'd
to be
always be
honest?
Dell's assistant.
Nah, I couldn't, mate. He was just so suited to that, like, assistant role. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were really good. Like, Dell would say his piece, and then Tony would come in and do his bit, but fair play, he's went and tried it, mate. He's fucking, especially last year, do you know what I mean? Top 6 in that with class. Top 6, wasn't it?
Badging for Kelly.
I worry for Kelly and Dundee, the amount of goals they're conceding. Even v Rangers, I know Rangers are always good players, but the way they sort of capitulated that game wasn't right for Dale McKinnis side at midweek. Wasn't right? It just means they were flying, playing really well, and then they were so open. They were so open. It's no like Dale McKinnis. And even Tony Docherty said that during the Cooper Show, I think that's 61 goals they've conceded this season. That's mental for us. 29 games or something.
We boy did it with a fucking book, like.
I know, stat man.
Kelly actually looked good against Ross County.
The big man at the back's going with the bird you went on that date thing, remember?
Mate, I met her on Saturday night. I was speaking to Laura Anderson. She was back. She was asking for you.
Funny, man.
Yeah,
You gutted with that?
No, he took my seconds, isn't he? He's a big talent.
gorgeous,
He's
mate.
a big
He
talent.
is
No,
gorgeous.
and you can enjoy yourself.
Enjoy yourself.
No, I really worry about it too. And we were speaking before the show started, me and Andy, about obviously McCown's been a huge miss for Dundee, but
Aye.
defensively, it's mental. The amount they're conceding. I don't get the one for me. Sorry if we keep jumping from team to team here, but the one with me is with Kelly is what has happened there. Dale's been unbelievable defensively for years,
Yeah.
and then this year, is it Stuart Finlay?
Finally missing
Is he out injured, is he?
key player into the big man.
Aye.
Sorry if I.
He was another one in the youth team, wasn't he?
Aye,
Stuart Finlay.
wasn't he? Aye, he was a lovely boy, wasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the thing here?
No, he was just a cracking boy, wasn't he?
Yeah. He went down
Went to
south, didn't
Newcastle, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he went down
That's
south.
right, you went to Newcastle.
He's actually good. Stuart Finlay is. He's a good player, and it is clearly
quick,
clear to
isn't
see.
he?
Aye.
He is quick.
He's
He is
very
quick to
quick.
see.
I still
him
used
quick.
to cane boys for the side. Absolutely cane boys when I was watching.
You sure that wasn't my dad?
Did you dad like that as well?
Every team had a dal like that though, didn't they?
Aye. See, to be fair, mate, my dad was so chill, mate, at football.
Was it
Aye,
right?
my dad.
Like, during the game, don't get me wrong, he's had a few barneys with like some like parents and that, like growing up, but like
Nah, but that was not
on
the
me,
football.
on me, mate, he was like never too like harsh and stuff like that.
Was he
Like,
not?
No, you
Do you think
like
that's because your brother played as well, so he maybe was like that with your older brother?
Probably, mate. But
he
to be
was
fair, mate,
like
my dad never kick a ball in his life, mate. So he's probably thinking, how can I tell how to play football? Do you know what I mean? Like, just listen to the guys that are coaching him, which is fair enough.
Your dad was same?
Aye, my dad was the same. It's my mum. It's mental.
Oh, she's
My mum's
brilliant.
got an opinion on it.
Mate, honestly,
It's amazing,
see when we
though.
see when I go to your games, I spend the full game just talking to her, mate. See, trying to watch the
Does she
game.
go to the games in that, does
Aye,
she?
she
Knows
knows
the game,
that.
mate. She knows football,
She
mate.
knows that one inside
Aye.
out, mate. I think it's amazing. She follows you everywhere.
I'm not sure about inside it, but she knows. She watches it.
And then the stepdad knows fuck all.
Aye.
He knows nothing.
Is he jaggy, a wee bit of small talk about football now? Like,
Nah,
always interested, man.
Would your ma after any game ever phone you and say you need to do
fucking
this?
every game, mate. Every game.
What, and tell you what you done wrong?
Every game. Honestly.
You need to read out one of the texts one time,
No,
man.
it'll be either like, oh, you were brilliant, or you weren't great today, or something like that. It's like, fuck up, man. Honestly. Fuck up, man. I've said to her a million times, stop texting me after games, honestly, but she doesn't listen, she'll still do it.
Oh, God.
She's a hero, you're
really interested in it.
Frankie really likes her as well. Two mates coming up against each other, Derek and Tony, in this relegation battle. You've ever had that where you're playing against a mate in a massive game?
Oh, millions, aye.
Did you?
I don't think so, mate. I've not really got any mates.
Scotty, obviously.
Scotty, a big one with you, wasn't it?
What was that, Celtic Rangers or Celtic Hibs?
No, Celtic Hibs, Rangers Hibs.
Rangers Hibs, sorry. What game?
The one where I thought he was coming to Rangers was the first one.
Was that Ibrox?
No, it was Easter Road. It was a 6-2 Challenge Cup or something. It was the very first game of the season. I don't know.
I would have left by that
I
point, I
don't know
think.
if you would have been. No, you wouldn't have left.
Was that there?
Aye, it was my first game for Rangers.
Oh, but it would have been there then.
We all thought it was obviously signing for Rangers.
And using the same group chat, sorry, you and Scotty.
Aye.
And what was there a lot getting put in the group chat in the build up to the game?
Nah,
Boys, none there.
Nah, not really. Not really, to be fair. But I remember like talking to him during the game, which I would never do. Like I would never do with people.
Did you like it playing against him? No bother.
Nah, I didn't really bother, to be fair.
Did your man text you to stop speaking to Scotty?
Do you not think there's always a wee bit extra needle though, like against people you know? Do you know what I mean? Like obviously Scottish football, like and growing up in that here, like you kind of know everybody. Do you know what I mean? Like, and then you come up against them. Like me and Scotty are tight as well at Hibs and that. But then when he went to Dundee and you're playing against them, you're almost like fucking. You don't want him to take the piss out of you. Do you know what I mean? Like, because obviously he's a good player. So you almost kind of.
But that was only youth games. But he was a.
Oh, Cal was.
What would he talk to you?
I bet just like a laugh and a joke.
Aye,
like,
mate,
things across the
Having
pitch,
Dan Cole, mate,
Stop
and
that,
Kyle Hutton,
man.
mate, like honestly.
What, they would just want to laugh on the pitch all the
just
time?
Take the piss, mate. Take the piss.
Aye, but he'll be shouting across the pitch like, give me the ball, I'm going to make something happen here. Like, things like that. Mate, stop that. Like, genuinely.
He's funny, man.
I never wanted to speak to anybody on a pitch.
No.
Do you know?
I was pure
You
serious
zoned
on
in.
a pitch.
Scott Brown, innit? You've got Brownie, man.
I was not for a laugh.
Mate,
on the
Brownie
pitch,
wouldn't even
mate.
talk to you like any, mate, honestly, like, see if you say good luck to Brownie and that, mate.
I know, he just patched you, wouldn't he?
Mate, he's like literally look right through you, he'd be like put his hand out, but he's not even looking at you, mate. Like nothing, mate. He was just like zoned in.
I know, and you're like, I said something that he's angry at me.
I'm like,
I'm not worried about that in the game. I'm like, I must have said something about it.
fucking hell.
Have you got right between us? Oh, I know what you mean. We played at Celtic Park, he never said a word. Every time I got to me, he just went,
no, mate, I'm
yeah.
talking about like as a teammate. Like he just like he goes on his own, mate.
All right,
Like,
seen him talk to me?
See, before the game, after the game, mate, he's the best guy ever. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what he was like, so. But like, see before the game, mate, it's like, he just switches, man. You see him in the tunnel, mate, the camera goes on, that's him, mate. He doesn't just turn that on, mate. He's like on it, mate. Like, he doesn't want to talk to you.
Charlie tells a brilliant story about that, didn't he, when he talks about when he was fighting the kangaroo. He says that, like, the next game they played in the tunnel, he sees some Australians like that. He was fighting a kangaroo 2 days ago.
Amazing. Speaking of mates, your old flatmate John McGinn came up against Celtic in the Champions League recently. Who did you want to win Celtic?
Celtic, mate, aye.
Still keep in touch with him?
I do, mate, aye. Text him here and there, aye. He's doing well.
He's done, mate.
Aye, he's doing well, mate.
Mate, I worry for him though, because they're signing some top players. Mate.
It's captain, mate.
I think he'll be fine.
But they love, I think they just love the way he is, do you know what I mean, about the place and that. Like, you can tell the way they talk about him, like.
He's a top player as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's obviously a top player, but just how grounded in that he is, like you can tell like, about the place. Do you know what I mean? Like he'd be good to have about. Do you know what I mean? Like with all these different people coming in, the culture can change quickly. Do you know what I mean? In a kind of dressing room and that. I think he just keeps it like fucking like to the core. Do you know what I mean?
Did you hear that bit he was saying about he's got a love-hate relationship with Emery? Like Emery digs him out quite a bit.
Mate, I think Emery's like.
I like that though.
Did you see the clip of Emery going after the left back? He was on the bench.
No.
There was a clip on Twitter, mate. Like something happened during the game. Who's the left back? Kind of blondie kind of guy. Nice
Didn't
left
you?
foot. Aye, him, mate. He's on the bench, mate. Right. And then something happens, and the clip goes on to him, mate. Emery turns round, starts talking to him, and he's like kind of smiling and that, and then the boy's face just like drops, mate, as if like, and he's obviously saying something to him, like getting him into trouble or something. Do you know what I mean? And he's like, "Fucking hell, like what the fuck's going on here?" Mate, you'll find it on Twitter, mate. It's mad. I think he's just very like.
Aiden loved him, didn't he?
But Emery wrote to Aiden, fuck off.
Out a neighbour.
And Aiden wrote, you fuck off.
And he wrote it back or something.
What, they have a fuck off?
Just get fucking each
But it
other
was like
off,
5 years after he left him. He just wrote to him saying, fuck you, or was it fuck off?
man. I can't remember. It was something like that.
Was that when he was at Spartak?
Yeah, he was
Then he
at
left,
Spartak.
and then
We played Spartak in the Champions League, and it must have been Emery must have been the manager.
That would have been.
Because Aiden was in after, because I think Samaras scored or Hooper or something. We beat them 3-2.
That's right, because Aidan tells you, didn't he? Goes,
Aidan comes in after the game.
We couldn't have won a Champions League away game the whole time. It's like as soon as they played me on the other side, they fucking beat us.
Oh, Aidan's head was gone. Because I think like that was the first time or something he'd played against us. Do you know what I mean? Like Celtic and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was his best game. And then Celtic won and all that. And fucking, he was in after the game speaking to some of the lads.
Brilliant. And McGinn, do you think he'll finish it, Villa?
How old you now? Must feel like 30.
31. 31.
Again, have you ever asked you this? Did you think he was the best player in that Hibs team?
He was most effective probably, I would say. Obviously Scotty was fucking good quality, do you know what I mean? Good quality. But when you think like who could go to their levels, McGinn like physically and stuff like that was able to like fucking
so powerful,
go up against it with the top guys, do you know what I mean? Like physicality is a lot to do with it, do you know what I mean? When you see it in the Prem, like they're all fucking good players, do you know what I mean? But the ones that are physically like
you got player of the season,
robust and stuff. I did, mate, aye. To be fair, the team was class, mate. Really good.
That was a really good team.
It is mad, isn't it? Because I've always said this. I never thought John McGinn was like miles above the rest of you other team. Like where he's went in.
Yeah.
Not where you are now because you've had a great career.
Definitely, like,
it's mad, isn't it?
It's just
the difference.
like it's just taking opportunities at certain. It's timings as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like I go to Sunderland and we don't do that well. I don't do that well, so kind of go down the levels. Do you know what I mean? He goes to Villa and they do really well. He's done well and then they just jump. Do you know what I mean? And then they were close to getting relegated one year, weren't they, in the Prem, and like a goal or two like saved them.
It was an offside goal, I'm
yeah.
sure there was.
And I think he admitted himself like no long ago, like he thought his days were numbered, do you know what I mean? And then Emery came in and he's shot up again, do you know what I mean? Done really well, but again, like he was probably one of our most effective. I think if you asked teams playing against us, who would you not want to play against, they'd probably said McGinn, do you know what I mean? Because I'd have kept the ball, Scotty's got a pass or two in him, do you know what I mean? But John was like physically being able to like roll you and fucking all that kind of stuff, do you know what I mean? Like,
who was the best in that? Sorry, mate, on you go.
Is he some character again?
Nah, he's good, mate. Aye.
Non-stop?
Nah, he's great, mate. Great.
He's meatball as well, isn't he?
Aye, that's what I said earlier.
Nicky Devlin was seen at Scotland, he was incredible as a character.
He just doesn't care, mate. Like, I can tell the way he would act at Hibs, he'll act like at Aston Villa. 100%. Like, he talks about it with his gear and all that, do you know what I mean? Like, but that's him. He doesn't do it just to try put a persona on, do you know what I mean? Like, that's just him, mate.
Even in interviews, he's got that character about him. He would always have a laughing joke with the interview.
There's no filter, do you know what I mean? He's just a kind of normal boy. I think.
See, that Hibs midfield, who did you think was the best player coming up against him? Who was good against us?
Again, it's probably all of them as a balance because they were all different. I mean, even Five, you didn't even mention Five. Five was a good player as well, so that was...
It's like Five, he's played McCove now.
Aye, that was the four.
Won the FA Cup with Wigan. Do you know what I mean? I won the FA Cup with Wigan, mate.
He was at 15 or something, wasn't
he? Mate, I remember I've got
a bit of Aberdeen first team when he was like 15.
He'll laugh at this, mate, but we used to car share, me, Fivey, Scotty Allen, that we'd drive from Glasgow through to Edinburgh at Hibs, mate. And I remember Fivey was driving one time, mate, and we're sitting, it was quite quiet, mate, and he said something, he went, gotta make sure something said about the glove box, right? And I don't really know what he said. So I'm like, yeah, mate. So I've opened it up and I was like, what is he looking for? He's like, it's like a wee box, mate. So I was like, all right, there, it's there, mate. And I was like, what is it? Like, and he's like, oh, it's my FA Cup medal. I was like, nah.
No, man, I love it.
I was like, nah, don't mind it, I don't mind it.
He's a good boy, Five, I like him.
He is, mate. He really
against it, he's a fucking good player.
He was, mate. Tidy, man.
I remember Charlie went on loan to Aberdeen and he phoned me, he's like, mate, we've got this 16-year-old kid that's fucking outrageous.
Mate, see your team, mate, unbelievable. He was like Flecky, mate. He reminds me of Flecky so much.
Because he's a big boy.
Because I'm the exact same age as Fivey, so I was obviously Celtic or Rangers at the time, depending on the timing, and he was at Aberdeen, mate, and he was seen as like fucking superstar. So when we used to play against him, mate, he was like the same build, solid, good in the ball, mate. Like he could shoot for like 30 yards, mate, but none of us could do it at that age, do you know what I mean? Like free kicks, fucking corners, mate, he'd do everything. And they obviously pushed him, do you know what I mean? Like, and he was playing first team, I think, by 16 or something like that, do you know what I mean?
But even, he obviously mentioned that midfield four, but then the back four was McGregor,
Paul
Hanlon, Stevenson, David Gray, Cummins, Stokes. Like
Stokesy, mate.
Team in general, mate.
Yeah, great
Stokesy,
team.
mate, was fucking outrageous, mate.
Stokes is such
I know
good
everybody
player,
says that about Stokesy, mate, but like probably up there with the best I've played with, like just on ability, mate.
No, see, Stokes at 16, mate, he was
Arsenal,
Arsenal bought him a house and all sorts, mate.
Incredible, mate.
Played against him at
one of the greatest in open goal history was, remember there was a clip of Kev saying how bad Stokesy was as a young boy, and a clip of Kev saying how good he was. It was the best ever.
No, that's right.
He came on trial with Sunderland and he was shite.
Is that what he said? Like
hero, man.
No, Stokes are ridiculous in training.
Oh, so good, mate. So good. He's just obviously fucking a bit mad, isn't he? But like, Lenny dealt with him well, to be fair.
Was he always letting it?
Aye, mate. He would always fucking. So he would jump into a car school as well. But we ain't like, mate, you're waiting a bit for him, do you know what I mean? Like, we were kind of on it because we knew like we'd get fined before late and all that, mate. And you'd phone him, you'd give him like a 10-minute warning, do you know what I mean? You'd black, like, Stokes, like, phone him, Stokes for 10 minutes away, and that, sure, whack, fucking, little Barbie, and all that, mate. He's like, just, like, making up all these things, mate. I'll be 5 minutes and all that, mate. He was always late. So sometimes we just used to leave him, mate. Aye. Couldn't they? Honestly, one time he said he got locked in the house, mate. He's like, little Bobby said my keys, lad. No, like, and we're like, Bobby's fucking 6 months old, mate. Like,
Bobby's
where are they?
Lenny was brilliant for him, wasn't he? See, Celtic, Lenny was brilliant for him.
Aye, he
proper
was.
like, hard on him, but you could see he could take that maybe if he was late, and that was brilliant. Man.
Aye, he dealt with it well. Like, he was hard on him and that, and got the best of him. But
Yeah.
ability-wise, fucking definitely up there.
He's been sensational, didn't he?
I'm just about to say that. Absolutely amazing. Even the last one, you're amazing. Just to wrap it up, mate. Scotland, Mexico, and Peru. That trip, how was that, mate?
Class, mate. Class. It just kind of summed up that season, to be fair. Like, you mentioned it, like, got Player of the Year, Fans Player of the Year, fucking McLeish was coming to the games. I think the Hibs Hearts game we played like Wednesday night, and he was coming. We knew he was coming, like, with agents and that said. And he was looking at me and McGinn at the time. That was his first squad to get in as well, so
wow.
It was class, mate. Really good. Just obviously finish off that season like with 2 caps and that, mate. It was brilliant.
How do you get told you've been called up? Is it somebody at Hibs tells you, huh?
I think somebody did, mate. I think Lenny or Parks or something. I think it was Lenny or Parks at the time, like, pulled me in and said to me, like, you're getting a call up kind of thing, like, just look out for it, it's getting announced at 11 o'clock or whatever.
Brilliant.
And I remember sitting in the car, I think, he might have phoned me, because I think we were off, and I remember sitting in the car, and it was getting announced. I knew it was getting announced, but I didn't tell my family or anything, my mum and that, and then they announced it, like, on Twitter or something like that, and then my mum phoned me, fucking, that was class, mate. Like,
yeah.
I was emotional, mate. I was in the car, like, quite emotional, mate, like, because I had, like, a season or two, like, injuries, like stop-start, all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? That was the first season I had like a proper like go at it. Do you know what I mean? And then finish it off with that was class.
Who was the 2 games against?
Mexico and Peru.
Oh, I'm sure that was the same as the Jamie Murphy.
What was
also Louis Stevenson, but he's got a good story about that. He had a wedding or something, did he not?
Missed the second game.
He only went for 1 game, because he never thought. I think he didn't even get in the original squad, and then somebody got injured, and then they pulled him up. But he had a wedding obviously, but so he could only come for 1 of the games. But mate, the atmosphere there was unbelievable, mate. Because they two were going to the World Cup, and it was the last games before they would go. Right. So like 4 or 5 hours before the game, mate, there's like fucking festivals going outside, mate. Like fucking.
That stadium's amazing, wasn't it? Was it the Aztec?
The Aztec, mate.
What was Murphy's story for that?
He made a plane. He sent a different plane. I can't remember.
Like, half of them went on one plane, half of them went
That's right, we met them over there, didn't we?
Did you get put in the shiter?
No, I think I was on the good one, mate. Big Charlie was in that squad.
Right.
Big Charlie.
Oh, because it's that arse thing to John McGinn. Do you remember him
Charlie
then?
tells it, hilarious, mate. John hated it, mate.
Did he?
Aye, so like, we're chilling like downstairs because we couldn't go to the hotel, mate. Like they told us, do not, like in Mexico City staying, do not go to the hotel. Like, do not, it's dangerous, do you know what I mean? Like to walk about yourselves and that. So we just sat about having coffee and that, and like the boys would just mention it all the time. Because McLeish would walk by, mate, and he'd be like, John, like, pull him. And then he would see him, mate, he's like fucking, he's got his arm against him, mate, he's doing this.
You gotta stop doing that.
He's fucking checking him in the lobby, mate, at the hotel. He stopped doing that arse swing. I'm like, that's his best fucking attribute.
He's gone to the top, mate.
That's his best thing ever, mate.
That's amazing that he keeps calling him over for it and showing him.
Mate, all the time. And then we'd go into a meeting, mate, he'd mention it again. Like, he'd go through all the like, that's what I expect for you, like pre-match, all this kind of stuff, mate. And he'd be like, John, remember that fucking arse thing? And all that, like, fucking, just lay it off, you don't need to, just touch and lay it off, all this kind of thing, mate.
That's genius, isn't it?
Brilliant.
It's just came to memory because I need to ask you because Louis Stevenson said about Lenny comparing him to like Tierney at Celtic. Do you remember him doing that with you at Hibs as well?
I can't remember, mate. Nah, not really.
And he'd say you're better than.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Aye, before when we
remember
Hibs playing at Celtic. Oh, mate, he'd go through the full Hibs team, mate, and tell every one of us, mate, that we're better than him. Every one of them.
I'd love to see your
mate,
team talk about playing us, mate. Honestly,
it's hilarious.
Just kidding.
But he would be like fucking. He would just make like I don't even want to give a name, but he would say somebody's name, mate, and he'd be like fucking, like just slaughter them, mate. Do you know what I mean? Fucking playing the championship all his days and all that. Fucking, he's done. He's wasted and that, mate. Like,
that's brilliant.
But he's done it with Pirlo, didn't he? Like obviously, I think Charlie told that. He said like Pirlo's legs have gone. Like no matter how good they were, mate. And to be fair, like it kind of worked. Do you know what I mean? Like don't get me wrong. There's sometimes where the Pirlo thing and that you're like, right, Lenny, like we know what you're doing here, but like,
right, Doug, right, my dog, stop that.
Well, Louis obviously took that way. Do you know what I mean? About fucking.
I know my dog could talk. Stop that.
That dog's right, it's genius.
Oh, that's right.
Comparing him to Tierney and that. Do you know what I mean? Louis probably thinking like, fucking hell, right.
Mate, I'd love to. You're gonna say I'd love to hear what you said about that Rangers team, man.
But you know what's the best is like Louis Stevenson was sitting there like, knowing the boys like that. Fuck up. His mates actually felt
Tierney. Oh, you've been amazing.
Can I ask
what I guessed? Of course you can.
Just the final question before we go into the live, mate. You used to blow my mind when you came into Lennox Town with the 2 rolls and ham.
Oh, class, mate.
Right, 2 rolls and ham.
Crispy rolls, wasn't it?
Crispy
And I bought a
rolls.
Lucozade.
So just got to think, your last ever meal on earth.
Have you asked us other ones now? I don't know, it never came in then, did it?
No, I don't think so.
Last one,
ever
mate.
meal. Your last day on earth, mate. Starter made it. I got to be quite fancy now.
No,
You and your dog
mate.
sitting eating
Nah, just keep it simple, mate.
Simple.
No, I like there's a Chinese out in Hamilton, mate. 4 Seasons.
I've been to 4 Seasons.
With
It's
Aldo,
down
mate.
at
Aldo
London.
used to take me there all the time, mate.
What'd you get?
Like chicken satay, but then I would get like curry sauce.
It's nice,
Because I like the way it comes, like all the fucking the sizzling pot. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'd get curry sauce, fried rice, mate. Keep it simple, aye. I love a Nando's out before.
What's your Nando's order? Chicken thighs, I like those.
Chicken thighs, mate.
Nice, isn't it?
Chips, scallop bread.
He's been outstanding, hasn't he?
Thanks for having me on, mate.
Darren McGeouch,
Good,
brilliant, mate.
Good luck.